City full of hard-working, gritty, blue-collar people.
Oh,
Chicago, a city meant for hockey.
Chicago.
It's time, people. Chicago Blackhawks hockey starts now. Welcome the Chicago Blackhawks radio broadcast team, Joe Brand and John Whiteman.
The Chicago Blackhawks have 20 games left in their season, and they now have a chance to shut down a former Hawk while sweeping Ottawa in a season series. To achieve all of that, the Hawks will need to be ready to work against the young and upcoming Senators. Hi again, everyone. John Whiteman along with Joe Brand and Kevin Powell. We're all here at the United Center, where tonight the Blackhawks will re-engage the team from Canada's capital, the Ottawa Senators. And Ottawa, Joe, I said they're on the rise. I mean that. They made those trades. They traded for Jacob Chychrun. They also got Julian Gauthier, big kid from the New York Rangers. They're only 3 points out of a playoff spot, and they have a couple games in hand on one of those teams that's in the wild card spot, the New York Islanders. So this is anything but over. And to the Ottawa Senators, this is a huge game for the Blackhawks, a chance to play spoiler.
Well, and they're one of the hottest teams in the NHL right now, too, John. The only hotter team, the Boston Bruins, who I don't know is going to be able to cool down. 5-game winning streak for the Senators team. They're outscoring their opponents 27-10. So
crazy.
It's going to be a tall task for the Blackhawks defense today. But if you look at the last time these two teams matched up, I still think that's one of the best wins for the Hawks this year. They were ready to go winless on a road trip up in Canada. They were down by 2 goals in the third period. They fought back on the road, won that game, started a 5-game winning streak, their season longest. So there's still a lot of fight left in this Hawks team, just a matter of what team comes out tonight.
Yeah, Ottawa 12-3-1 over their last 16 games, and that one blemish, that overtime blemish, was against the Blackhawks the last time these two teams played up in Ottawa. And the Blackhawks got behind in that game, Joe. Came back and won it in overtime on an Andreas Athanasiou goal. It was really an exciting game.
Yeah, again, I said a lot in the post-game shows that it would have been a very easy contest for the Blackhawks to not even give up, but just play some mediocre hockey. But they had no plans of that whatsoever. They wanted to take matters into their own hands and be confident, and they pulled away with a couple of comeback goals and a big comeback victory, and again, on their way to a 5-game winning streak.
Alex Stalock will take the net for the Hawks, and whenever Alex is in goal, you love to make sure that the ice mics are extra sensitive down at that end of the rink, because he's pretty good at chirping opponents. Doesn't matter where they're around his net or even at the benches. So always an adventure when Alex takes the net. His record, by the way, against Ottawa, very good. 7-1-1 with one shutout in his career.
Yeah, and he hardly gives up over 2 goals a game, a .930 save percentage. But you're right, John, he's a vocal leader on this team, even if it is his first year in the Hawks organization. His teammates love him. When he was out, they felt really bad, missed his presence, but he's back now, and hopefully no more speed bumps for Alex Stalock.
All right, Joe, quickly, who are you banking on tonight? Sponsored by Marquette Bank. Wake up to a better way to bank with Marquette Bank and fun rewards.
I'm going to go with a guy you mentioned just a bit ago, Andreas Athanasiou. Picked up his 100th career assist in this last game. He's on that top line, continuing with Philip Kurashev and Lucas Reichel. Hopefully he can continue to utilize his speed, and Luke Richardson has got high expectations for him, so I'm going with 89.
All right, I like the call. Well, tonight, Hawks fans and hockey fans around the world, you get a treat, because tonight, the greatest soloist in the business, Jim Cornelison, is not only going to belt out the Star-Spangled Banner, but first, O Canada, as the Ottawa Senators are in town. Enjoy both anthems, Hawks fans.
Carol McCullough, as well as all the members of our military, home and abroad, as organist Frank Pellico and soloist Jim Cornelison perform the Star-Spangled Banner.
God, keep
the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, for the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare of bunkers gleaming there came through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, sing us that star-spangled banner yet wave. For the land of the free and the
Man, that never gets old. Jim Cornelison with "Oh Canada" and our Star-Spangled Banner. Love it. Here are the starting lineups. In goal for the Ottawa Senators, Mads Sogard. He is 0-1 in his career against the Blackhawks. At defense for the Senators are Artem Zub and Thomas Chabot. Up front from left to right, it's the Cat, Alex DeBrincat, in his first return to the United Center, starting at left wing, centering the Senators' opening line, Shane Pinto, and starting at the right wing, Drake Batherson. For the Blackhawks, Alex Stalock in goal, 7-1 with a shutout in his career against Ottawa. At defense are Connor Murphy and Jared Tenorti. Up front from left to right, Tyler Johnson starts at left wing. Centering the Hawks' opening line, Cole Gutman. Starting at the right wing, Taylor Radish. Referees tonight are Trevor Hansen and Brandon Blandina. The linesman, Andrew Smith and Julien Fournier. Down to center ice we go. Gutman against Shane Pinto. The drop of the puck. This one's underway. Gutman wins the draw. Back to Murphy. He'll sling it off the glass deep into the Senator zone. Circles the net to the near side to Zub. Head to Batherson. He'll fire down ice into the Hawk zone. Two former teammates collide the near corner. Murphy and DeBrincat. Murphy squeezes the puck free up the near boards to center ice. Senators get it back. Then Pinto gave it back. Cole Gutman takes the puck and goes for a loop back in the Hawk zone. Hands it off to Tenorti. Over to Murphy to Tyler Johnson, Ottawa line. Deflects it down by the net. Sogard put it into the near corner. And Zub will backhand it behind his net over to Chabot. The pass up the left wing for Brady Tkachuk. We get a late whistle on an offside here against the Hawks. No score. Jonathan Toews is numbered twice on the clock, Joe. 19-19 left in the first and no score.
Yeah, double captains up on the video board. This is a reminder, Hawks fans, that Chicago Blackhawks hockey is sponsored by ComEd. ComEd, powering business, powering lives. Well, last Hawks game against Nashville, they got off to a great start. Seth Jones with a goal in the first 37 seconds. They couldn't follow it up, though, with the rest of the game with another goal. So hopefully another strong start, maybe another first goal tonight, John.
By the way, 19-19, that could be Troy Murray's number twice.
Maybe,
well.
How about Toews and Troy?
Yeah, Toews and Troy, I like that.
There you go.
Good combo. Good combo. Inside the Senator zone, Sens get the puck back. Fired up ice to the Hawk line, taken back by Seth Jones. Quick pass to Anders Bjork, got it in over the Senator line. And Mackenzie Entwistle sends one over the net. Here are the Senators on the attack. Tim Stützle to Jake Sanderson. Son of Jeff Sanderson. He'll fire it down the boards into the Hawk zone. Round it goes to the near side. Jason Dickinson lost the puck down to the corner. Stützle there. A native of Germany thrown into the corner boards there by Seth Jones. Hawks are able to clear their end as Dickinson puts the puck to center ice. And taking it back deep into the Senator zone, Eric Brandstrom.
Well, speaking of Jonathan Toews, don't forget all season long, every goal and assist by the captain is sponsored by ChevyDriveChicago.com. Chevy Equinox all-wheel drive performs in any type of weather, on or off the ice. Chevy Equinox will get you where you want to go.
Now you got two former Senators playing defense for the Hawks, Nikita Zaitsev and Andreas Englund. Then the other Andreas Athanasiou, lifts the puck down ice along the inboards in the Senator zone. Poked back around up the near side by Jacob Chikrin. Kept in along the near boards by Kurashev. Philip Kurashev put it down behind the Senator net. Chychrun finished his check there on Reichel, as Brandstrom will fire the puck down ice, deflects into the Hawk zone. Zaitsev, head to Philip Kurashev, Hawk line. Then to Andreas Englund. He'll fire it down off the inboards and in behind the Ottawa net. Sogard out to stop it there. Leaves it for Shabbat, and the teams are in line changes once again.
Yeah, well, the talk for the most of the season, John, was that the Hawks had too many Johnsons. They've still got 2 Johnsons, but now they got 2 Andreases, an Anders, that is, and a Joey Anderson. So a whole bunch of difficulty with the nicknames still.
Yep, and along with a couple of Joneses. And, if we could get a couple of Smiths in here, maybe we could get a collection started. Back up that Noah's Ark somewhere. I don't know. I don't know if that fits. Now Anderson at center ice tried to hand it off to Jujar Kara coming by. Puck deflected down into the Ottawa zone, and Artem Zub has it between the circles. Quick pass up the right wing to Cole Giroux at center ice. He'll deflect it down behind the Hawk net. Stalock slaps it around up the right side. Taylor Radish at center ice, front of the benches. Dumps it off the inboards and deep into the Ottawa zone. Sogard out to play it around up the left wing boards to Stützle. And at the Ottawa line, he'll spin it ahead for Brady Tkachuk. One of 2 Tkachuks playing in the NHL. The other one, Matthew of the Florida Panthers. We'll see him in a couple games. Hawks leave their end. Caleb Jones to center ice on the left wing. Hooks the puck down behind the Ottawa net. Sanderson misplayed it into the corner. And Radish then takes it away from Stützle. Put the puck behind the Ottawa net. Tyler Johnson to Caleb Jones, left circle. He's tripped, and a penalty will be called here to Ottawa. Early power play for the Hawks. No score, 16-18 left in period 1.
Still no shots on goal for either team. None for the Hawks, none for Ottawa.
Ottawa 23, minor penalty, tripping.
By the way, Chicago Blackhawks hockey is sponsored by Ottawa, Illinois. When you hear Ottawa over and over in tonight's broadcast, think of Ottawa, Illinois. Then plan your trip.
Great little community, by the way, Ottawa.
Ottawa, Illinois.
Sure is. Great people, and a growing community as well, I should say. I think I said this before our broadcast, Joe, and I'll say it on the air. I think before long you're going to see a minor league baseball team down there.
That'd be great.
Because there are 2 cities down in that region, and the area is just growing, and I could just see it coming together.
Minor league sports always bring communities so well together.
Absolutely. All right, Hawks in their first Sitco power play. Adventure awaits fuel at first with Sitco. Kurashev weaving into the Ottawa zone, but had the puck poke checked away by Zub, and he'll clear it all the way down.
The Blackhawks still having some trouble on their power play this year. And either team needs to get any offense going right now.
Now Seth Jones turns it over to Matthew Joseph, the one-time Tampa Bay Lightning player, dumps it down along the inboards Hawk zone. Kurashev back to get it. 120 on the power play. Kurashev gave it to Seth Jones to center ice. Turns and flips it back into the Hawk zone. Athanasiou turned it over at the line. And Joseph is tripped there, and now this is going to even up the sides. For the next 112, the sides will play 4 against 4. Then Ottawa's going to come out of this with their power play.
Number 89, 2-minute minor for tripping.
Well, that is a shame. Blackhawks weren't even able to get a shot on goal, hardly even a rush coming over into Ottawa's zone. They're still trying to figure out some things with so many pieces missing after the trade deadline. And the power play had been struggling even before the trade deadline. Tough to get things going. Now they'll do 4-on-4, and then Hawks will be shorthanded for the first time this year. By the way, whenever the Blackhawks return to full strength after a penalty, it's sponsored by Northwestern Medicine Orthopedics and a relentless pursuit of better medicine.
And behind the Hawk net off the draw, Caleb Jones has the puck. Passing up the left wing, here's Reichel, blazing a trail through center ice and over the Ottawa line. Couldn't get past Chychrun. Lost the puck. Giroux tried to fling it down from his blue line into the Hawk zone, but doubling back, Reichel took it away. Dropped the puck back to Murphy. Hawk zone between the circles. To Caleb Jones, Hawk line left wing to Reichel, center ice to Caleb Jones over the center ice circle. Weaving into the Ottawa zone down the right wing, turning away with the puck to the half boards. Tried to spin it back to the point. Alex DeBrincat got a stick in there, knocking it back to center ice. Connor Murphy will flip it back down on his goaltender, Stalock, who drops it in behind to Connor Murphy, and he'll hold it there as the Hawks get some new personnel on the ice.
Oh, well, the former Hawk, Alex DeBrincat, pressuring Alex Stalock a little bit. Hawks just need to get some crisper passing going on, something they did so well against Nashville early on. Just hasn't quite been there tonight.
Tenorti carries down the left wing side and in behind the Ottawa net, left the puck there. Unfortunately picked off by Tim Stützle. And he'll leave it in behind to Shabbat, a native of a little town just south of Quebec City. Thomas Chabot holding the puck as the Ottawa Senators come to full strength. Hamonic will skate across the rink and step on the Ottawa bench. The Senators now get Batherson on the rink. Here's Stützle into the Hawk zone. Against the left wing corner boards. Flip the puck back to the far boards to Tkachuk, to Stützle, left wing circle. At his pocket picked by Seth Jones. Head to Boris Tkachuk. He'll flip it across the rink, and there to get it, Jason Dickinson. He'll clear it all the way down.
Well, a few times this year, John, we have seen when the Blackhawks kill off a penalty, sometimes that gives them some momentum. Still 14 seconds left in this Ottawa power play, though.
Now the puck picked off at the line. Jujhar Khaira's got a shorthanded breakaway over the Ottawa line. Down the slot, he shoots! On a pad save made by Sogard. That would have been Khaira's second shorthanded goal of the year. Senators attack. Stützle into the Hawk zone. Drops it into the right wing corner. Batherson's got it there. Hawks come to full strength. Now Stützle along the right wing boards. Turning with the puck, carrying back toward the point. Flipped it into the high slot. That's picked off by Joey Anderson of the Hawks. Quick pass up the left wing. Misses Athanasiou and goes down. And now the goaltender Sogard will cover it. Whistle stops play. Let's see what we get here. 13:10 left in period number one. No score. They're going to keep it alive. No break because the puck was sent in from center ice.
Yeah, not sure what Ottawa is arguing about, though. I thought that was going to be an icing call all the way. By the way, that Blackhawks penalty expiring is brought to you by Northwestern Medicine Orthopedics on a relentless pursuit of better medicine. Man, would it have been great to see Jujhar Khaira cash in on a breakaway. Such an easy guy to root for this year. Like you said, second shorthanded goal. That does lead the team now with Sam Lafferty off the roster.
And after all he's endured this year, just to get back to playing,
right?
You'd love to see something good happen for the guy. All right, the draw in the Ottawa zone. Chychrun's got it behind the Senator net. Put it along the far board. Seth Jones pinching from his right point position to the half boards. Knocks the puck in behind. Chychrun in the near corner. Put the puck up the boards. Picked off by Kurashev near the left point. Put it down in behind the Ottawa net. Chychrun got hold of it, firing it up ice. This misses Giroux and goes down, but no icing called. Stalock plays the puck off the far glass. Senators get it. Derek Brassard spins it behind the Hawk net into the near corner. Brandstrom's got it. Flipped it out in front for Brassard. Rolls out to the right point. Hamonic fires from there. Was blocked on the way in. Austin Watson takes the puck. Put it around to Brandstrom along the left board. So Watson high slot. Put it down toward the net, and Stalock will stop it with the stick and plop on it and hold it. And a whistle will stop play. 12:24 left in period number one. Hawks and Senators, no score. This is Blackhawks hockey on 720 WGN.
Hey, hockey fans, it's Chris Chelios. What are you sipping tonight? El Bandito Yankee is a new ultra-premium tequila that is 100% pure and natural with no additives. Just 100% blue agave. El Bandito Yankee Tequila is the most flavorful Blue Weber agave in the world. Now available at Benny's, Mariano's, Jewel, and Woodman's. Go to elbanditoyankee.com to learn more about what makes us so damn good.
Come on, boys, beat Ottawa. Hey, hockey fans, when you hear Ottawa over and over in tonight's broadcast, I want you to think of Ottawa, Illinois. It's a fun, friendly, charming destination, a short drive west of Chicago. They've got fantastic dining, amazing breweries. Ottawa's surrounded by open spaces, rivers and trails, ideal for hiking and biking and boating and more. Let's score some goals tonight, beat Ottawa, and then plan a trip to Ottawa, Illinois. Visit PickUsOttawaIL.com. Ottawa, Illinois, the middle of everywhere.
There are some days that just fly by, and it's lunchtime before I know it. That's when I book it to McDonald's. Right now, I can get a delicious bundle for $3.29, like a tasty daily double with 2 beef patties and fresh lettuce and tomato, or choose a hot and spicy McChicken or McDouble, and pair anyone with crispy, fluffy, small fries. It's easy. It's so good. And it's a whole meal for $3.29. That's what makes it McDonald's. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal.
If it happens in Chicago, we know about it. The Lisa Dent Show. Weekdays 2 to 6. Now back to the game.
Well, Chicago Blackhawks hockey is sponsored by Ottawa, Illinois. When you hear Ottawa over and over in tonight's broadcast, think of Ottawa, Illinois. Then plan your trip. Tough to not think about Ottawa with Alex DeBrincat making his first return to the United Center in a Senators sweater. Another fantastic montage put on by the Blackhawks video crew. So many highlights, so many memories. I think one of my favorite is, John, when you blurted out, "Green eggs and ham, Sam I am." The Cat in the Hat, how could you not? That's when he was taking this city by storm. Just lighting up the score sheet, highlight after highlight, as he was pairing so well with Patrick Kane. What a fun duo they were.
Yeah, we had some fun with the Cat, and he had some fun playing here. Alex DeBrincat, by the way, the unofficial numbers, 368 games, 160 goals, 147 assists for 307 points, and he'll never be forgotten. And now, speaking of the Cat, he's involved in this next play, racing down ice behind his net to take the puck away from the Hawks' Cole Gutman. And then Gutman ties up DeBrincat's stick, and the puck will be gloved off the ice by the goaltender Sogard. He'll hold it, face-off circle to his left.
Such a gritty player, John, and I think DJ Smith was mentioning earlier today just how impressed he was with how he was never afraid to go and muscle up against guys that are so much bigger than him. I mean, he's only 5'8", 178 pounds. We saw that firsthand here at the United Center time and time again. Just no fear whatsoever. You would think he's 6'8" with the type of confidence he has going in other players' grills.
From the Detroit area, working class family, and he knows how to get his hands dirty if he needs to, but man, what a set of hands he's got. I've compared him a number of times to the great Mike Bossy with the ability to get the puck on his stick and get it off and fire the puck precisely in on goal for some real highlight, real type goals. Dickinson, Ottawa blue line, will dump the puck down off the inboards. Taken in behind the net by Zub. He'll drive it around at the right side. This is off of Giroux's stick and into the Hawk end. Hawks will get it back. Caleb to Seth. Rink wide pass Dickinson over the center line. Left wing, put it in front. Entwistle shoots. Oh, it's just over the net. It looked like Sogard might have gotten a piece with the end of his glove. Now back at the Hawk line. Caleb Jones passing on the left wing. And Bjork will tip it down ice in behind the Ottawa net. Sanderson gave it a ride around up the left wing. Look out. Here's Stützle into the Hawk zone. Fires. Stay locked down with a butterfly save. Puck taken back by the Sens and then given back. Kara the other way. And now we're going to get a whistle on the hand pass called against the Hawks.
Oh, man, that last rush. Great feed by Jason Dickinson. Mackenzie Entwistle letting it rip. Just goes a little bit high, but go back to the passing. Like you mentioned, John, rink wide pass coming from, I think, Athanasiou. Dickinson threading the needle to Entwistle, trying to get it on a 2-on-1. The passing's there. The finish just not quite there. That is a good sight to see, again, from what we saw in terms of the passing for the Hawks against Nashville in their last game.
Now, as we rejoin the play, here's Joey Anderson moving down the left wing, deep into the Ottawa zone and in behind the net. Roundy goes to the corner. Put it back in behind to Kara. Walked around, bottom of the left circle. Carries back in behind the net, battling against Hamonic. Put the puck out to the right point. A long wrist shot from there from Zaitsev, the former Senator, shot wide. Tumbling puck in the slot taken by Sanderson. Quick pass up the left wing for Dylan Gambrell. He deflects it down ice into the Hawk end. England waves it away, but Gambrell took it back, and he'll fire from the right wing boards. That's into the glove of Stalock, who will hold on. 10-10 left in the first. No score.
Oh, man, you got to like the physicality by Jujhar Khaira. His offensive burst had a hard hit on Travis Hamonic, getting involved in the play. Great to see him with that type of confidence, everything that he's gone on through this year. Just a reminder, fans, when you hear Ottawa over and over in tonight's broadcast, think of Ottawa, Illinois. It's a fun, friendly, charming destination, a short drive west of Chicago. It's the perfect location for a long weekend with fantastic dining and awesome breweries. Ottawa is surrounded by open spaces, rivers, and trails, ideas for hiking, biking, boating, and more. So let's score some goals tonight. Beat Ottawa, then plan your trip to Ottawa, Illinois. Pick us, OttawaIllinois.com. Ottawa, Illinois, the middle of everywhere.
Get on down there and see the great folks in Ottawa. It's a great little community. Inside the Senator zone near corner. Puck is taken back by the Sens. Carrying up the right wing side. Kastelik into the Hawk zone. Coughed up the puck along the near boards. And there to get it now, Lucas Reichel. Carrying out the center ice. Reichel over the Sens line. Gave it to Kurashev along the left wing boards. Pokes the puck down to the corner. Shabbat will move it up the right side through center ice down into the Hawk end. And Seth Jones will pick it up and carry behind his net, chased by the Cat. Jones stops, put it behind the net, near corner to Caleb. Send it up the left wing side, not out of the zone. Pinto intercepts at the line. To Batherson, he'll clear down behind the Hawk net. And Stalock pokes it away to the corner. Seth Jones there. To Caleb Jones near corner. Snaps a pass up the left wing boards. This deflects down into the Ottawa end. And Shabbat will clear it back up the near side into the Hawk end. Caleb Jones shot it ahead. This deflects up into the Senator bench. Heads up over there. 8:47 left in the first. No score. Hawks and Senators. This is Blackhawks hockey on 720 WGN.
Get me to a microphone. I need to broadcast on WGN.
It's time we go together. Let's go see something new together. Let's go capture moments together. Let's go experience something unexpected together. Wherever you go, enjoy a cleaner running engine with Citgo's top-tier Tri-Clean gasoline. Citgo. Let's go together.
Hearing I had cancer was devastating. Learning vital organs would be temporarily removed to reach it had me speechless. I'm Jessica. When I found out I had a tumor stretching from my heart to my hip, the first thing I thought of was my family. Then my cancer, cardiology, and transplant team at Northwestern Medicine came up with a plan to save my life.
Anchored by the #1 hospital and top cancer program in Illinois by U.S. News and World Report, Northwestern Memorial Hospital was one of the only hospitals in the nation with the collective expertise to perform Jessica's 10-hour surgery. After temporarily removing her liver and kidney to reach the tumor, they replaced the damaged vein and removed the additional cancer that had grown into her heart.
My team stopped at nothing so that I'm able to be here with my family.
Because what makes us better makes you better. Northwestern Medicine. Learn more at nm.org/better.
CarStar repairs hundreds of different makes and models, but the name on the car isn't nearly as important as the name of the person who owns it. Because at CarStar, they don't just repair cars, they repair your car.
Scoreless at the United Center, Hawks and Senators with 8:47 left in the first period. Hey fans, come watch the Blackhawks on the road at our official watch parties on March 8th and March 10th, sponsored by Bud Light. The first 100 fans in attendance receive a giveaway item, and all fans will have a chance to win autographed raffles items. Enjoy music, Bud Light, and of course, the Blackhawks game. Visit blackhawks.com/watch party for more information.
Senators attack. Claude Giroux into the Hawks zone. Firing from the right circle. You heard it clang off the post. Hawks catch a break. Dickinson back through center. Over the Ottawa line to the right wing boards. Put the puck down in behind the net. Hamonic swings it around up the near side. Picked off by Caleb Jones. He carries the puck all the way to the left wing corner. Then snapped it behind the net. Rolls up the far side. Stützle the other way over the Hawk line. In front, Giroux with a deke and a backhand, and he missed the net. And Alex Stalock, I believe, poke checked it away at the last second. Loose puck inside the Hawk zone along the near boards. Taken by Stützle to Brandstrom high slot. To Derek Brassard right circle. To Stützle to the left circle. He'll fire. Glove save is made by Stalock. He'll hold on. Stalock looked somewhat defiant making that glove save. I just love it.
Yeah, no, and spot on, John, with the poke check coming from Stalock, too, on that 2-on-1 rush from Ottawa. I thought it was Anders Bjork diving out to break up the play, but you're totally on top of it. Stalock sticking that stick right out perfectly, breaking up the play. Yeah. And then you're right, the glove save that he had, a little emphatic chicken wing motion with his left glove hand. The other thing, Giroux going off the post. Earlier after morning skate today, yeah. DJ Smith was talking about Alex DeBrincat hitting a lot of crossbars and posts this year, but I think Claude Giroux leads the team. He's got somewhere around 8 or 9 this year.
Yeah, Claude Giroux, great Philadelphia Flyer for over 1,000 games. Then now with Ottawa, after ending the season last year with Florida, here's Alex DeBrincat in front of the Hawk net, pulls up and fires. And a pad save made by Stalock, but DeBrincat was tripped as he shot, and a penalty will be called here to the Hawks.
Yeah, he gets tripped, but still almost makes off a fantastic goal.
22, 2-minute minor for tripping.
And you were talking about the prowess of his hands and puck handling skills, and that's a great example of it right there. He gets tripped by Zaitsev, but on his way down, still is able to rip off the shot. Yeah. Stalock with a butterfly save, and another opportunity for the Blackhawks on the kill. They look good on their last kill, much shorter than this time, though.
Draw to the right is Stalock. Kara facing off for the Hawks against Tkachuk. Tkachuk wins the draw. DeBrincat top of the left circle to Shabbat straight away. Drives a shot, deflects toward the net. And Stalock will plop on it to the left of the net and hold on. Get a whistle stopping play. Brady Tkachuk, by the way, in the morning skate, near the end of the morning skate, was standing in front of the net that's now occupied by Sogard, and he was deflecting shots. And every shot that came in, there had to be about 20 of them. He got a piece of every single one of them. Hand-eye coordination like you just can't believe.
Yeah, probably one of those tactics that they use just to get the muscle memory down, a lot like when goaltenders juggle 3 tennis balls against the wall, just to get, again, that muscle memory, hand-eye coordination.
Well, I know that on this power play, if he has the opportunity, he's going to be in front of Stalock. That'll be kind of an interesting contest to keep an eye on. Stutzle now near corner, Ottawa zone. Handing it off to Shabbat. He leads it ahead now to DeBrincat. To Stutzle at center ice. Stick a chuck over the line. To Stutzle left wing corner. Put it back to the left point, Shabbat. Then to Stutzle left circle. Back to Shabbat at the line. To Batherson along the right boards. Leaves the puck at the point for Shabbat. To Tim Stutzle, high slot. Now to DeBrincat along the left boards. Back for Stutzle. To DeBrincat left point. To Shabbat deep slot. Back to DeBrincat, top of the left circle, back to Shabbat. Back to DeBrincat, back to Shabbat at the line, straight away. To Stutzle, right circle. Fired a shot. Tenorti stepped up and blocked that. Rebound and a shot from Batherson. And Stalock has got that one trapped in the blocker. Kind of put his arm in the air and the puck dropped out, but he made the save. Whistle stops play, 52 seconds left on the Ottawa power play.
Yeah, I still think Stalock just very locked in early on in this game. 7 saves so far. Ottawa, though, looks so confident on their power play. They come in with the 6th best in the NHL, but right now they're doing exactly what their head coach, DJ Smith, said is making them so profitable offensively. They're just throwing pucks towards the net. I mean, they're not thinking or overthinking it. They're just doing it, creating a lot of chances.
Now the puck is sent all the way down by Dickinson. In behind the Ottawa net, Jake Sanderson passing up the right side. Shane Pinto, University of North Dakota product. To Jacob Chikrin. He had the puck picked off there by Anders Bjork, who carries into the Senator zone and then coughed up the puck. The other way come the Sens. Derek Brassard to his line. Drops the puck back behind himself to Giroux coming out to center ice. To Brassard over the Hawk line, left wing. Drop pass picked off by the Hawks. Jason Dickinson. He'll skate it to center ice, move it on the left wing. Kurashev into the Ottawa zone with 9 seconds on the power play. Kurashev trying to rag some time off the clock. Lost the puck to a poke check from Chikrin. Hawks come to full strength. Here's Pinto into the Hawk zone. Lost a rolling puck down on goal. Taken away by Stalock. And he moves it behind the net. Caleb Jones sent it around up the left wing to Kara. He'll flip it across the rink. And Zaitsev fires it back off of Caleb Jones' skate. It deflects in on Stalock, who turned it wide. Here's Taylor Radish navigating to center ice. Had a stick lifted. Puck taken away by Mark Kastelik. And the other way come the Senators. Puck dumped down in behind the Hawk net. Murphy will spin it away up the near side to Caleb Jones, who clears to center ice. And now we get a whistle as the puck is knocked out of the air by a Hawks high stick. 5:14 left in period number 1. Hawks and Senators no score. This is Blackhawks hockey on 720 WGN.
Attention. Truly Punch Hard Seltzer contains alcohol. We know. It tastes so good you might forget. But please don't, especially during your Zoom calls. Truly Punch, our biggest flavor yet. Hard Seltzer Beverage Company, Boston, Mass.
Jimmy D's District at 1718 West Northwest Highway is one of Arlington Heights' premier establishments. Watch a game and enjoy Jimmy D's signature Grecian sausage, jumbo wings, and pizzas. Live music on the weekends and a Sunday brunch menu which includes pancakes, banana bread, and bottomless mimosas.
Kenny Mayne here with this declaration for new Caesar Sportsbook app users from Caesar. Your first bet's on us, is what Caesar told me to say. That means if you don't win, you get up to $1,250 back as a free bet. Download the Caesar Sportsbook app and sign up with the code RADIOFULL.
Open to new users in Illinois who are 21 or older. If qualifying bet loses, bet amount returned as a credit. Must use within 14 days. See Caesar.com/promos for full terms. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, crisis counseling and referral services can be accessed by calling 1-800-GAMBLER.
You're listening to Chicago Blackhawks hockey. Now, back to the game.
Still no score here from the United Center. Hawks and Senators with 5:14 left in the first period. It's International Women's Day here at the UC, and big reason why I'm sitting in this chair, just keeping it warm for Troy Murray, who's on the TV side, but Kaylee Chelios in between the benches tonight on the television broadcast. Always does a fantastic job here on the radio side. Now she gets to share her wisdom over there on the TV side. I saw her earlier today. I was going to say good luck, but I told her you don't need luck.
Nah.
Just go have fun. Go be yourself. Go crush it.
Kaylee's a pro. She always does a tremendous job. She's always well prepared. And, doesn't hurt that you're the daughter of a guy that played, I don't know how many different years in the National Hockey League as a standout defenseman, won a couple Norris trophies, and is now a member of the Hockey Hall of Fame.
But what's so profitable about that, John, is she's able to ask him questions whenever she wants. I mean, right. Chris was even saying, I don't think I'm working hard enough because Kaylee keeps asking me all these questions that I've never even heard of. Like, she's doing her homework each and every night, and it's really cool.
Yep, she's very well prepared, and she's a lot of fun to work with, too.
She is.
We keep it light up here. It's just a really enjoyable experience working with her. True pro. Inside the Hawk zone in the far corner, Senators get the puck. Matthew Joseph put it out to the line. Long wrist shot from the far point. That's off the stick of Shabbat. Turned away by Stalock. In behind the net, they grapple. Zaitsev along with his former teammate Austin Watson. Watson put it around for Mark Kastelik. He'll end up clearing the puck down ice into the Senator zone by mistake. Sogard put it ahead for Shabbat in over the Hawk blue line. Dropped it in the slot. It was intended for Joseph. Puck taken away by Athanasiou. Racing back into the Senator zone to Reichel. Top of the right circle. Pulls up and flips it down toward the net. Deflects away to Hamonic. He'll clear it down ice into the Hawk end. Murphy chased behind the Hawk net. Dropped it to Tenorti here in the near corner. Head to Kurashev, put it up the left wing. It's intended for Athanasiou, taken away by Hamonic, who drives a shot for the right point. This bounces in on Stalock. He turned it wide with the pads. Now along the near sideboards in the Hawk zone. Kurashev catches a high stick. Referee didn't catch it, however. And from the left point now, Sanderson pokes the puck down behind the net. Stalock leaves it there for Pinto. Pinto was hit by Tenorti. Puck is now pinballed out to center ice. Here's Kurashev with the puck through center, over the Senator line, the circle, shoots, he scores! A toe drag maneuver and a snapshot by Philip Kurashev beats the goaltender Sogard, and the Blackhawks are on the board, leading Ottawa 1-0 with 3:38 left in period number one.
Well, the best part about this, John, it's the first line getting rewarded. Just a few moments ago, they came down on a rush with Athanasiou and Lucas Reichel. This time it's Philip Kurashev. Picks up the puck down the left wing, has a ton of confidence coming into the crease. He's got Reichel to his right, but he does exactly what Luke Richardson has been wanting him to do. Make a quick decision, lets it rip, gets it through. Hawks score for the first time in back-to-back games. And it's time to break out the Bandito. With that goal, it's time to break it out, celebrate every goal with El Bandito Yankee Tequila.
For Kurashev, that's number 9 on the season. And the goal, 16:23 of period number one. As we return to the play deep in the Hawk zone, far corner, Chychrun and Seth Jones get their sticks on the puck. Jones pokes it up the right side. Entwistle got it ahead. Bjork over the line, fed the left circle. It's off of Caleb Jones' stick. Jones got it back, put the puck in behind the Ottawa net. Stützle will leave it over to Chychrun. Stretch pass ahead for Brady Tkachuk. He deflects it down in on Stalock. He'll turn and fire a stretch pass to the Ottawa line for Bjork, who deflects it down behind the Ottawa net as the teams make line changes.
Well, it's also great to see the Hawks rewarding their goaltender, Alex Stalock. 11 saves early on in this one. He's been tested all night long.
Now Julien Gauthier down the left wing into the Hawk zone. Gauthier wheeling into the slot, firing a backhand. Turned out of there by Stalock. Big hit by Zaitsev behind the Hawk net on his former teammate. Here's Zub at the right point. Sends a left point Shabbat. He'll fire. It hit traffic in front, deflects into the near corner. Tyler Johnson's got it there. Banks a pass up the right side. Gutman spins off a check at center ice. Got it to Radish over the Senator line down the right wing. Radish catches a high stick. No penalty called. Senators get the puck back. Shabbat out to center ice. Shabbat now twisting back into his own end. Chased by Tkachuk deep to the near corner. Here's Shabbat moving a pass up the right side to Watson. Clears it down ice into the Hawk end. Puck was rolling on its side. Murphy poked it up the near boards. Kara runs over Kastelik. And the puck tumbles free to the corner. Joey Anderson's got it there for the Hawks.
Well, it's not like Ottawa was asleep in the majority of this first period, but I definitely think they're a little more frustrated. All this hard work and all they've got to show for it is a one-goal deficit. Hawks need to keep their foot on the gas here.
Tenorti picked up the assist on the Kurashev goal. Tenorti's got the puck Hawk blue line. Tried to spin it ahead into the Ottawa zone. Taken away by Sanderson. He flips it down into the Hawk end. Batherson behind the net to DeBrincat near corner. Centering the puck, picked off by Kara. To Boris Kachuk at center ice, and he'll loft a backhander down ice into the Ottawa end. The Hawks will now complete a line change.
Again, a minute left in this first period. Hawks with 3 shots on goal, but the only goal to show for it. They can continue this good passing, just good chemistry offensively, even if it is short-sided. A good sign of things to come for this Hawks team.
Sanderson drives it around. Puck was kept in at the right point by Seth Jones. Then knocked away by DeBrincat to the near boards, and DeBrincat got to the puck. He'll send it over the Hawk blue line, 10 feet to Kurashev. Flips it across to Seth Jones in the far corner. Put it behind the Hawk net to Caleb. He'll wind it up the left wing side. Oh, and Reichel is almost flattened by Brady Tkachuk, but clears the puck to center ice. And now Giroux will flip it down to the left wing corner Hawk end. Seth Jones there will fire it through center and down, and they're going to waive the icing. Artem Zub back to get the puck behind the Ottawa net. 10 seconds left in the period. Zub to Stützle over the Hawk line to Brady Tkachuk. Long shot from the top of the left circle, misses the net. Shavak got it back right point, put it to Zub, left point, long shot. Turned out of there by Stalock, and now at the horn, you got Andreas England, Caleb Jones mixing it up with Brady Tkachuk. And the linesmen jump in there. No doubt Tkachuk trying to fire up his teammates before the second period. Either way, order is restored. Shots on goal favoring the Senators, Joe, 11-3, but the Hawks lead where it counts. 1-0 on the scoreboard.
You really got to like Caleb Jones. He's always there to back up his teammates and also there to get in the grill of the frustrated Ottawa Senators. Brady Tkachuk goes after this loose puck to the right of Stalock and just to the right of the cage. I mean, the Ottawa Senators, who definitely outplayed the Hawks in this first period, their 12th shot on goal nearly goes in at the buzzer. But Caleb Jones there to just ruffle up the feathers of Brady Tkachuk just a little bit.
All right, 1-0 Hawks. After 20 minutes of play, they've added a shot to the Senators' side. So Hawks outshot by a wide margin, but they've made their shots count. I mean, okay, Kurashev scoring on the one of the 3 shots. The opportunities haven't come for the Blackhawks, but the opportunities have come for Ottawa, and Alex Stalock has been very good in goal. And I think the defense has done a pretty good job of stepping up and blocking a lot of shots.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, it's great to see the offense helping out their goaltender and Alex Stalock. And, hey, 1 goal on 3 shots, that's a shooting percentage of .333. You're in the Hall of Fame with those types of numbers. So, yeah. You know, again, this is what the Blackhawks are going to be made of this year. Even if they're outplayed, if they're able to put up a good 20 minutes, stay competitive, keep pace with the other team, which they did, got bailed out by their goaltender a couple of times, but nobody's going to argue if you're away with a 1-0 lead, because the Hawks have definitely been on the other side of that a lot this year.
We've seen a number of times where the Senator forwards, particularly the left wings, what comes to mind for me is Stützle, how wide open he was coming into the Blackhawks end, and then Claude Giroux coming in down the right wing side, wide open, uncontested shots. That's got to be addressed, I think, by the Blackhawks.
Yeah, Ottawa's been coming and firing on all cylinders. So, you got to slow them down because, again, their offense is hot right now. 27 goals in their last 5 games, not including this one. So this is a big period won by the Hawks. There's still an important 40 minutes to go because, remember, John, they scored the first goal in the Nashville game. They were empty after that.
Let's go downstairs and join our guest. It's Blackhawks defenseman Jared Tenorti. And Jared, great to see you back in the lineup on a regular basis. You and Connor Murphy, I think, are a very good pair together. I like how you complement each other. What are your thoughts about the pairing?
Yeah, I think we think the game the same way, and so I think that helps us with some of our reads. When one guy gets under pressure, I think we got a good sense of where the other guy's going to be to give each other an out, so we can get out of the zone a little bit quicker.
Jared, I know you pretty much lead the team in the toughness category, but you got a lot of guys that'll stick up for just about anybody. One of them being Caleb Jones, really getting under the skin of Brady Tkachuk there. I mean, how contagious is the toughness in this locker room?
Yeah, I mean, I love it. I love all the guys that, you play with some emotion. I think that's the way this game's supposed to be played. So it's nice to see, even some of our more skilled players have a little bit of edge to them. I mean, it just shows everybody, how bad we want to win. Every game that we're in, I think we want to win, and we're fighting hard for it right now.
Well, Jared, 20 games left in the regular season, including this one, and a lot of teams at this point, knowing that their situation's probably not going to get any better, I think a lot of guys, and not to accuse anybody of anything, but it seems like they go into the self-protection mode to the end of the season. I'm not seeing that with this team. In fact, I'm seeing quite the opposite. It seems like everybody's really stepping up. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think that's I don't think anyone's kind of going into a shell a little bit in this room. I think, the culture that some of the guys have built here, Kaner and Taser, it runs deep to this. Even with all the new guys we have, I think everyone can feel it. So, no matter what the score is, no matter what our situation is, where we are in the standings, I think everyone has a lot to play for every night, and pride and for the jersey is the first thing.
Well, Jared, listen, thanks for being our guest here in the intermission. Go get some fluids and go get them in the second period.
All right, thanks for having me.
We appreciate it very much. Blackhawks defenseman Jared Tenorti, our guest. One period in the books here at the United Center. So far, so good on the season sweep of the Ottawa Senators, Joe. The Hawks are out to a 1-0 lead on Ottawa after 20. Kevin Wells is standing by where Joe Brand normally is in Blackhawk Central. He's going to have a full intermission report. Second period action will follow along. Going the Hawks' way so far, it's the Hawks 1, the Senators no score after 1. This is Blackhawks hockey on 720 WGN.
Introducing new Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda. Classic Cola, Cherry Cola, Citrus Soda, and Orange Soda. You hear that? It's seltzer with the pop of soda. All with zero sugar. Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda, the loudest flavors ever. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda. IRC Beers, St. Louis, Missouri.
At Midwestern University's multi-specialty clinic in Downers Grove, their team of faculty and graduate students provide patients with a thorough, comprehensive healthcare experience. This state-of-the-art facility is home to the Dental Institute, Family Medicine Clinic, Speech Language Institute, Physical Therapy Institute, and the Eye Institute. To learn more, visit MWUclinics.com or call 630-743-4500 to schedule an appointment today. The Midwestern University Multi-Specialty Clinic, your family's home for healthcare.
Fight those winter blues with a quick spring renovation. Our surroundings can definitely affect our mindset, right? So lighten your outlook by replacing dingy cabinets with white shaker ones, or brighten your bathroom with a lighted mirror from Builder's Supply Outlet. A simple remodel project can improve your kitchen or bath and your mood. Plus, provide a feel-good sense of accomplishment. What are you waiting for? Spring into action before spring is actually here. Visit Builder's Supply Outlet on Cermak Road in Broadview or buildersuppplyoutlet.com.
The winter blues are almost behind us. I don't know about you, but I want to get out. A nice walk in the woods. That's what the doctor should order. But if your achy joints don't allow you to do that, then you just sit there, miserable. So do something about it. Stop with the steroids. Surgery isn't your only option. They told me, hey, there's a better way to get lasting relief. QC Kinetics, the nation's leader in regenerative medicine. It's an exciting approach that uses your own body's healing properties, highly concentrated, then places them directly into your achy joint. It can repair damaged tissue, get you moving again. Knee pain, back pain, shoulder pain, hip pain, they can take care of it. And the patient satisfaction reports are incredible. The old ways of dealing with joint pain, they're no longer the only way. So if they say you need surgery, do yourself a favor, call QC Kinetics. Learn about it. It's all natural. It's an alternative way to get lasting pain relief. Make the call. Get a consultation. Both are free. 312-809-5955. That's 312-809-5955.
Lindholm Roofing is Chicagoland's most trusted roofing, siding, gutters, and tuck pointing company.
For a free inspection, call 888-4-ROOFER or visit us at lindholmroofing.com.
It's time for an intermission update. Sponsored by Truly Hard Seltzer. Do it for the flavor. Here's Kevin Powell.
Welcome into the first intermission here at the United Center. The Blackhawks leading the Ottawa Senators 1-0. Philip Kurashev providing the lone goal of the night so far. Hawks were actually outshot 12-3 in the first period, but they hung in there and hold the lead through one here at the United Center. I'm Kevin Powell, in for Joe Brand, who's in for Troy Murray, as we kind of just shuffle the broadcasting crew tonight. I'll check in with Joe in just a bit, get his thoughts on first period play. Around sports, Bulls forward Javante Green, who underwent arthroscopic surgery to his right knee in January, continues to progress in his rehab. This from the Bulls. Currently no timetable for his return. There will be an update in approximately 2 weeks. So time running out for a return for Green. Bulls with 17 games remaining. Game and a half out of the play-in tournament. Bulls at Denver on Wednesday. Big Ten tournament gets going here at the United Center this week. First round play Wednesday. The NFL's comeback player of the year is staying in Seattle. Quarterback Geno Smith signing a 3-year contract extension worth $105 million. And longtime Raiders quarterback Derek Carr signing a 4-year deal with the New Orleans Saints. Spring training played today. Cubs beat the Mariners 6-2. Trey Mancini with a couple of hits. Eric Hosmer, an RBI double. Hayden Wesneski, 2 2/3 scoreless innings. Off day for the White Sox. Lance Lynn will start tomorrow against Milwaukee. At the United Center, the Blackhawks leading the Ottawa Senators 1-0 through 1. Hawks have dropped their last 4. Senators come to town on a 5-game winning streak. Philip Kurashev supplying the lone goal tonight so far. Blackhawks 1, Senators 0. We'll get to some highlights next and check in with Joe. You're listening to Blackhawks Hockey on 720 WGN.
Chicago's very own. WGN. When and where you want us.
There are some days that just fly by, and it's lunchtime before I know it. That's when I book it to McDonald's. Right now, I can get a delicious bundle for $3.29, like a tasty daily double with 2 beef patties and fresh lettuce and tomato, or choose a hot and spicy McChicken or McDouble, and pair any one with crispy, fluffy, small fries. It's easy. It's so good. And it's a whole meal for $3.29. That's what makes it McDonald's. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal.
In 1925, Modelo began brewing beer for those who believe in better. A model beer, steeped in the tradition of tireless effort. A rich Pilsner-style lager for those who wear their heart and heritage in their rolled-up sleeve. Since our first batch to every bottle raised today, we've proved that it doesn't matter where you come from. It matters what you're made of. Modelo Especial, brewed for those with a fighting spirit. Drink responsibly. Beer imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
Hi, this is Dave Musial, owner of Four Seasons Heating, Air Conditioning, Plumbing, and Electric. We are your trusted local expert for over 50 years. If it's a leaky toilet, slow drain, maybe you have an outlet not working, or your furnace has stopped, you can count on Four Seasons. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Four Seasons Heating, Air Conditioning, Plumbing, and Electric. Your trusted local expert with an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau. So call today.
For all the right reasons, call 866-4 Seasons.
Lindemann Chimney Heating and Cooling represents the safest, best-trained staff in the industry. For 50 years, they've been making beautiful homes like yours safe and sound. Book at cleanfireplace.com.
The Blackhawks leading the Ottawa Senators 1-0 here at the United Center through 1. Hawks 1, Senators 0. I'm Kevin Powell, alongside the great Joe Brand, who is sitting in for Troy Murray. I'm in for Joe. Joe's in for Troy. Musical chairs with our broadcast crew. It's always a ton of fun being on the call with you, Joe, and with...
Wait, then who's in for you?
That's a good point. I believe Mark Carman was filling in this afternoon on WGN Radio. All right, let's talk about the first period play here. Kind of a scrappy, gritty performance from the Blackhawks, I would describe it in the first period there. Not the prettiest. The Senators red hot. They've won 5 straight. They're trying to claw their way into a playoff spot. They've done that, 12-3-1 over the last 16, just 3 points out of that final playoff spot in the Eastern Conference. Blackhawks were ready for it. You know, they just had 3 shots on net. Philip Kurashev with the lone goal, but Ottawa came in looking a little bit sluggish, or credit to the Blackhawks, they were ready for a red-hot team tonight.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting, Kev, because, when Dallas was in town, I was very interested to see what kind of start the Stars were going to have, because the Blackhawks handed it to Dallas in their home arena the last time they matched up. Again, kind of the same situation. The Ottawa Senators went on a run after the Hawks came back and won that game. The Hawks, again, started a 5-game winning streak of their own, but then have cooled off since. Ottawa outplayed the Hawks in that first period, but this is something the Hawks have been doing all year long. They're able to keep pace with the other team, keep it a close game, and whether it's the goaltending bailing them out, the defense, or the offense, somebody has stepped up. And in this case, it's mainly been Alex Stalock. But hey, the offense rewards them. A great-looking goal coming from Philip Kurashev. You really hope that can be him getting started with a good trend.
Artera had a nice play, had a really point-blank look that was stuffed. But I think, like you said, Ottawa certainly was, I would say, outplayed the Hawks in that one, but they hung in there. And Alex Stalock, who we touched on in the pregame as well, has dealt with all sorts of stuff this year, concussions keeping him out. He's missed significant time. But when he has been in net, he's played well, and especially tonight, a couple of those saves he made, as John pointed out, a stick save and kind of deflected off of his glove after he was, flying onto his side there. So a strong performance so far from the goalie.
He and Peter Mrazek have done such a great job this year as having a short-term memory. They don't dwell on losses. They don't dwell on rough games or even just a rough goal. For the most part, they're really good at moving on from it. Yeah, they've had some rough games, but again, it's how they respond to it. And for the most part, it's been pretty consistent this year. And again, I think that goes to their mentality, their personality. They're both happy-go-lucky guys. They're very popular in the locker room, especially Alex Stalock, because he seems like quite the jokester on the team. And it pays off to do that. And that is a choice that you can have with just coming into work every day with a good attitude. And it seems to be paying off for both those guys, and especially Alex Stalock tonight. Playing hard, that's something, no matter how much talent might have been dealt away at the deadline, if playing hard, right? 20 games remaining. Last in the Western Conference, play hard. I think Luke Richardson has gotten that out of his players really the entire season. The lack of maybe talent or firepower has been evident at times, and we know this is a rebuild. I think for the most part, they're buying into what Luke Richardson is selling. Yeah, I totally agree. And, I know playing hard isn't something that shows up on a stat sheet. There's no way to really... It comes down to wins and losses, but at this point where you're at as a team, with 20 games to go, what else could you ask out of them? Exactly. What else can you value? What else can you evaluate on this team other than a hard-nosed effort? And for the most part, all year long, they have brought that. Yes, there have been rough games. Yes, there's been games where the Hawks haven't brought their A game for 60 minutes. Again, they were outplayed by Ottawa in that 20 minutes, but they didn't give up, and they were within a goal. And if they can continue that for these next 20 games, you've got a great example of how Luke Richardson's the right guy for this job, because he's able to generate that with not the flashiest roster in the NHL right now. And Philip Kurashev with the lone goal of the first period. That was the perfect play of the first period, sponsored by Perfect Home Services. For all your home's heating, cooling, and plumbing needs, nothing less than perfect will do. And you talked to Kurashev before the game earlier at Morning Skate, and it's a guy who's getting some opportunities at center. And it was interesting to hear his thoughts, and there's been some shuffling of things, and of course with the roster turnover, some players getting opportunities they might not normally get. I don't know if Philip Kurashev is going to get a better opportunity than this. He's going to get consistent playing time on the top line with some great talent on each side, and Lucas Reichel and Andreas Athanasiou. He has seemed to have already generated some chemistry with Reichel. They both speak the same language in German, so they've got that connection. And again, he took advantage of it in this first period, scoring the only goal of the game so far and doing what Luke Richardson wants him to do. Hold on to the puck a little bit more, but also not be afraid to shoot. And he showed that right in these first 20 minutes. Big cheer for Alex DeBrincat in the pregame warm-ups from the fans here at the United Center. First game back at the UC since he was traded to Ottawa. Yeah, rightly so. I mean, he was a fan favorite here, still is. Whole bunch of 12 jerseys out at the United Center tonight. So first jersey I saw walking in from my car to the United Center was an Alex DeBrincat jersey. There you go. I've seen multiple tonight. All right, he's Joe Brand. He'll be on the call in the second period alongside the great John Weideman. I'm Kevin Powell. Blackhawks leading the Senators 1-0. You're listening to Chicago Blackhawks hockey on 720 WGN.
The Blackhawks, Wildcats, and the NFL play here on AM 720. On smart speakers, say play WGN Chicago. WGN.
Come on, boys, beat Ottawa. Hey, hockey fans, when you hear Ottawa over and over in tonight's broadcast, I want you to think of Ottawa, Illinois. It's a fun, friendly, charming destination, a short drive west of Chicago. They've got fantastic dining, amazing breweries. Ottawa's surrounded by open spaces, rivers and trails, ideal for hiking and biking and boating and more. Let's score some goals tonight, beat Ottawa, and then plan a trip to Ottawa, Illinois. Visit PickUsOttawaIL.com. Ottawa, Illinois, the middle of everywhere.
Your heart. You'd never think to purposely stop it from pumping. I'm Tara. And when my team at Northwestern Medicine discovered a deadly malformation in my brain, my cardiologist and neurosurgeon said the only way to treat it was by stopping my heart. And that's exactly what they did. 12 times.
Anchored by Northwestern Memorial Hospital, ranked top 10 in the nation for neurosurgery by U.S. News and World Report, Tara's unique condition required a unique team. Collaborating like never before, her team temporarily stopped Tara's blood flow, allowing the catheter to more easily travel through her veins to reach and obliterate the brain malformation.
Stopping my heart saved my life. You don't hear that every day.
Because what makes us better makes you better. Northwestern Medicine. Learn more at nm.org/better.
Take the ice with a no-sweat first bet on FanDuel, America's #1 sports book. New customers get up to $1,000 back in free bets if your first bet doesn't win. Play your way with everything from the money line to point spreads to player props. Make every moment more with FanDuel, an official partner of the Chicago Blackhawks. 21 and older and present in Illinois. First online real money wager only. Refund issued as non-withdrawable free bets that expire in 14 days. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
To learn how your business could save with the free faculty assessment from ComEd, download the Google Assistant app on your smartphone and say, "Hey Google, talk to ComEd Savings."
The second period is next. Here for a recap is Kevin Powell.
The Blackhawks lead the Senators 1-0, and for second period action, John Weideman and Joe Brand. Guys.
All right, thank you very much, Kevin. Caleb Jones is sitting it out in the Blackhawks penalty box, as is Brady Tkachuk of the Ottawa Senators. Matching minors, leaves the sides 4-against-4, and a fair amount of open ice out there, Joe.
Yeah, and we'll see our second example of 4-on-4 hockey for the Hawks here. A little bit of a switch-up might do them some good, but again, you got to be careful with this Ottawa offense right now.
And DeBrincat's got the puck for Ottawa in over the Hawk line down the left wing. He fires. Blocker saved by Stalock. DeBrincat followed up on his shot, could not get a shot away again. Stalock stopping the puck behind the net, will drive it around the glass and down to center ice, or out to center ice. Chikrin there coughed it up to Cole Gutman. At the line now, here's Tyler Johnson. Johnson along the right wing board, squeezing past a couple of checks. Tried to shoulder his way to the net, leaves the puck for Gutman, who carries it in behind the Ottawa net. Round it goes to Tenorti along the left wing boards. All he can do is snap it around behind the net into the near corner. Jacob Chikrin there. His dad, Jeff, played in the NHL for Philly, Pittsburgh, L.A., and ended up in Florida. And that's where Jacob's from. And now Stützle firing a shot that was blocked, and here the other way, Dickinson through center ice, over the Ottawa line, down the right wing to the corner. Stopping, put it back to the right point, Connor Murphy. Flipped it left point now to Andreas Englund. To Anders Bjork through the high slot area. He dropped the puck over to the left point. Murphy poked it back from center ice into the Ottawa zone. Dickinson caught it there, and as he did, offside is called, and it's going to bring the faceoff all the way down into the Hawk end, circled to the left of Stalock.
Well, Hawks fans, get your hands on the Chicago-centric warm-up jerseys worn by the Blackhawks players before Saturday night's game. Designed in partnership with students from Michelle Clark High School on the west side, and through the support of Community Goods founder Joe Freshgoods. You can bid on yours now at blackhawks.com/Chicago B-Day 23! Exclamation point.
Dickinson wins the faceoff. Seth Jones behind the Hawk net. Passing on the left wing, Andreas Englund, the former center, over the Ottawa line down the left wing. They spin it behind the net. Shabbat took it away and then lost it. Anders Bjork put it over to the left point. Englund will fire it back down behind the net. Around it goes to Dickinson. To Bjork, right wing circle. Bjork fires. He just missed the net. Loose puck around to Dickinson, hit along the far boards. Retained the puck, moves it high slot. Seth Jones to Bjork, to Jones in front. He shoots, he scores! His second goal in as many games. Seth Jones with a sweet give and go with Anders Bjork. And for Seth Jones, that's his 9th goal on the season. Makes it 2-0 Hawks.
Seth Jones ties a career-high 9 goals. Hasn't done it since playing with the Columbus Blue Jackets in 2018-2019. Well, great to see, but also great after Anders Bjork kind of hesitated on his first attempt, held back, didn't shoot, then shot, missed wide. The Hawks regained possession in the zone. Another great display of passing, and this time Bjork makes the right decision, feeding Jones in the slot. Jones doesn't miss whatsoever. And with that goal, it's time to break out the Bandito. Celebrate every goal with El Bandito Yankee Tequila. Hawks lead 2-0, John, on their first shot of the second period.
They do, and the goaltender Sogard was run into by his teammate on the goal. That's Artem Zub, who caught Sogard in the head. And the Ottawa trainer was off the Ottawa bench to go down and check out his goalkeeper, who's going to stay in the game. And yeah, break out that Bandito for the second time, Joe. Make mine a Bandito.
Where do you keep it in here?
Z knows. He's got the key to the fridge.
Okay, all right, good.
It's up there somewhere.
I always hear you guys talking about it, but
right next to the sofa and the microwave. Right? 2-0 Hawks as we rejoin the play. Eric Brandstrom firing the puck from center ice down into the Hawk zone. Around it goes to the far side. Atherson fires. Turned out of there by Stalock. Loose puck in front. Picked off by Caleb Jones. Winds it around at the left wing to Joey Anderson. He's got a goal against the Senators this year, but while playing for the Toronto Maple Leafs. He gave up the puck, however. Here's Brady Tkachuk into the Hawk zone. Firing for the left circle. Turned out of there with a blocker save from Stalock. Boris Tkachuk into the Senator zone from the left point. Pokes the puck down behind the net. Stützle runs into Joey Anderson. And then Jujhar Khaira became entangled with one of the Senators behind the net. There's a puck taken by Tkachuk to center ice. He'll dump it down along the inboards Hawk zone. England leaves it there for Zaitsev. The former Senator defenseman will carry out. Move it ahead, Athanasiou blazing through center ice over the Sens line, right wing side. Got away a shot that deflected down toward the net. Khrushchev carried into the near corner. Leaves it for Reichel. To Zaitsev, right point, put it left point England. Long shot, blocked in front. Now here's Jake Sanderson the other way to center. Dumping the puck down the boards in behind the Hawk net. Stalock. England ran into Sanderson, but the puck taken by Gauthier. Gauthier put it behind the Hawk net. And it's sent out to the point by Gambrell. Chychrun will fire. That goes wide. Loose puck along the left wing boards. Taken back by Matthew Joseph. He'll put it down to the corner for Gambrell. Knocked off his stick into the near corner. And Zaitsev will put the puck back in behind the Hawk net. England's got it. Banks it up the near glass, not out of the zone. Shabbat firing from the left point. That misses the Hawks net. Hawks having trouble clearing their end. And England hit hard along the near boards by Kaselic, but spins the puck down ice. Deflects down in behind the Ottawa net, then out in front. They jam for it. Everybody slapping at the puck. Tyler Johnson and company. Finally Radish from behind the net. Put it around along the left boards. Jarrett Tenorti to Taylor Radish along the left wing boards. And the puck is skewered out of there by Cole Gutman. Now taken back by Tenorti, who runs over Austin Watson at the point, but the Sens get it back. Shabbat passing to Broussard at center ice on the left wing. Dumps it slowly down behind the Hawk net. And Stalock swept it over to the far boards. Quick shot by Batherson from near the corner, goes through the crease and wide. Stalock was late recovering, getting to the crease. Now here's Batherson in the slot. Let it go to the left circle. Brandstrom fires, and down is Stalock with a blocker and glove save, and he'll hold the puck. 15:21 left in the second. 2-0 Hawk lead. And Alex Stalock is he's showing up here for the Hawks in goal.
Yeah, and I will say, this is how dangerous the Ottawa Senators are right now. They're down 2-0. They've, for the most part, outplayed the Hawks in this game. But they are not losing their composure. They're simplifying their game. They're dumping it in. They're making the right passes. And they're continuing to put pressure on Alex Stalock. We saw them not so much panic, but get really frustrated towards the end of that first period. And they have let cooler heads prevail, even though the Hawks have jumped out to a 2-goal lead right now. Again, just shows how dangerous they are.
Shot 16-5 favoring Ottawa.
17 now.
17 now, thank you. Khrushchev will fire it down the boards. In behind the Ottawa net. Stogard leaving it there for Alex DeBrincat. Put it around Austin Watson. He'll fire it ahead to center ice. And the Sens get it back. Now quickly Shane Pinto flipping the puck along the boards in the Hawk zone. Seth Jones took it away. Whips it over to his brother Caleb. Passing up the right wing. Athanasiou at center ice. Got it into the Senator zone and now will fire from the right point. Blocker save made by Sogard. Seth Jones fires from the right wing boards. This is blocked on the way in by Brandstrom. Senators clear their end. Here's a pass ahead to Pinto at the Hawk line. Knocked off his stick. Athanasiou the other way. Over the Sens line, right wing. Drops it to Bjork. Fed the left circle. A shot by Jones. He scores! A new career high for Seth Jones. His second goal in the game. That's number 10 on the season. It's the Hawks 3 and the Senators no score. Beautiful play once again by Anders Bjork, setting up Seth Jones wide open in the left wing circle.
Anders Bjork with 2 points as a Blackhawk, both times setting up Seth Jones, and on back-to-back shots on goal for Seth. Man, that's got to feel great for him. His offense has been improving each and every game, especially over the last month. But once again, he just doesn't overthink it. He's in a good spot, lets it rip, drags it a little bit close towards the net. And the Hawks jump out to a 3-goal lead, John. It's time to break out the Bandito. Celebrate every goal with El Bandito, Yankee Tequila, and I believe there's a phrase for you.
Woohoo!
There we go.
Make mine a Bandito. Seth Jones with a pair of goals here tonight. Number 9 and number 10 on the season.
4 goals in his last 3 games.
Yeah. Goals 3:59 apart. And the Blackhawks are in control of this one 3-0. So we'll see how the Senators react from here on out. Keeping the Hawk zone near corner. Zaitsev will poke it ahead to Dickinson, Hawk line. To Jared Tenorti at center ice on the left wing. Fired it into the Ottawa zone, but we're going to get a whistle on an offside called here against the Hawks. Shot 17-7 in favor of Ottawa. Scoreboard favors the Hawks 3-0.
Well, and you also got to think about the goaltending situation for Ottawa tonight too, John. With Cam Talbot not available, the only other option, aside from Matt Sogard, is Scott Foster. The he-bug for Ottawa tonight. So you're not blaming Sogard on these 3 goals, but if DJ Smith wanted to shake up the game a little bit, he can't pull his goaltender right now.
I'm looking down at the Ottawa bench. Our perspective is pretty clear. We're directly across from the Senator bench, and I don't see Scott Foster on the bench or in the chute, in the tunnel behind the bench, but maybe in the dressing room.
Well, it is tax season. Maybe he's hammering away.
He's got to be, figuring all the tables and who knows what. Deep in the Hawk zone now. Puck taken away behind the net by Caleb Jones. Head to Kachuk, then to Anderson at center ice. Anderson over the Senator line, right wing. Floats it in front of the net, slides free to the left wing corner. Tujar Carroll will poke it behind the net. And Artem Zub knocked down by Anderson. Puck comes free to Kachuk. Kachuk to the right wing corner, Ottawa zone. Put a shoulder into Shabbat, knocking him off the puck, and then Kachuk had it back and then lost it. The other way come the Senators. This is Gauthier to the Hawk blue line. Spinning the puck down to the corner. Zaitsev got it there. Then a pass up the right wing to center ice. Brandstrom picked it off for Ottawa into the Hawk zone. Turning away along the left wing boards. Coughed up the puck. Diligent work there by the Hawks. Radish has it in his feet. Hit in the near corner by Derek Brassard. Watson behind the net. To Brandstrom, left circle, closing in. He'll fire. And Zaitsev hit one knee to block it. Tyler Johnson racing away on a 2-on-1 break over the Ottawa line. Down the left wing. Stops in the circle. Feeds it in front. Slides all the way through and out to center ice. It was well defended by the Senators. You got to give them credit where credit's due.
Yeah, I was going to say we talk so much about a shoot-first mentality, but I think that was the right decision by Tyler Johnson. White sweaters all around him, just gliding on down. He didn't have too many options. Best decision was probably to pull up there.
He tried a saucer pass. It just didn't connect. Now Brady Tkachuk at center ice. Coughed it up in front of the penalty boxes. Got it back. Flipped it across on the far side to Giroux. He'll flip it down into the Hawk zone. Seth Jones avoids a hit from Brady Tkachuk and clears the puck to the Ottawa blue line. 12 minutes left in the second. Hawks 3, Senators no score.
And again, the Hawks need to continue to keep their foot on the pedal here.
Stopped by Stalock. Boys push and shove a little bit after the whistle, but the linesmen are on the scene. 11:51 left in period number 2. 3-0 Hawks. This is Blackhawks hockey on 720 WGN.
United is proud to be the official airline of the Chicago Blackhawks, but we're even more excited to help our home team serve our hometown. Together with the Chicago Blackhawks Foundation, United is investing in programs designed to lift up Chicago's youth. Nonprofits like A House in Austin, which provides support for young families on Chicago's west side so that all children have opportunities for high-quality early childhood learning and parent education. This is the story of an airline and a community when good leads the way.
When your car's check engine light comes on, you can do one of two things. You can ignore it and hope it goes away, or you can take it to a mechanic and ask him to find the problem before it damages your engine. John Williams here for Tom Fortino of the Alpha Wealth Group. Unfortunately, your retirement plan does not have one of those warning lights. So what happens if there's a problem? Wouldn't you like to catch it before it does any long-term damage to your retirement? I would. That's why you should call Tom Fortino at the Alpha Wealth Group and ask about a complimentary retirement roadmap. Tom will go over your current plan, make sure it still fits your needs, and show you some options for building even more income in retirement. Call Tom Fortino today at 630-934-1855 for your retirement roadmap. 630-934-1855 or click on alphawealthgroup.com.
Advisory services through Retirement Wealth Advisors, LLC, a SEC-registered investment advisor. Insurance and annuities offered through Alpha Wealth Group, licensed in Illinois.
Hey Hawks fans, this is Andreas Athanasiou. Let's get back to action.
Now back to the game.
Want to enjoy the most savings on Blackhawks hockey next season? Purchase a full or half season ticket plan right now, and you'll save up to 20% off single game ticket prices, plus no ticket fees ever. Lock in your seat for the most games with the greatest savings before tickets go on sale to the general public this summer. Become a Blackhawks member and enjoy a full suite of exclusive benefits like concession and retail discounts, game swap flexibility, special events, and much more. Secure yours right now at blackhawks.com/memberships.
Draw on the Hawk zone, won by the Senators. Here's a shot from the top of the right circle by DeBrincat. Punched down with a blocker save from Stalock. Batherson took it back in the right circle and fires one over the net so hard that it rimmed out of the near corner and ricocheted down ice into the Ottawa end.
Sorry, John. Well, with how good the Senators' offense has been lately, you got to feel like all they need is that one goal to just make it a waterfall. So that's probably why they're even more eager to just keep throwing it towards the net, hoping one bounces in.
Now the Hawks get a 2-on-1. Here's Kurashev over the line to Reichel, right circle to the trailer. Athanasiou with a backhand. And Sogaard lays down and stacks the pads to make that save. Had that gone in, the Sens are going to be in some trouble. But Sogaard, the goaltender, he's a big kid. Laid out, stacked the pads for the save. Reichel again breaking into the Senator zone. Down the left wing, carrying behind the net. Lost the puck, got it back in the right wing corner. Here's Reichel now, battling with Sanderson. Sanderson caught him, stripped the puck away, clears it off the boards to center ice. Pinto gave it to Tkachuk. Over the Hawk line down the left wing to the corner. Tkachuk took it behind the net, put it up the slot. Shabbat fires, and that was blocked in front by Zaitsev. Then Shabbat misplays it over the line to center ice. Fires the puck back down into the Hawk zone. Seth Jones caught it on the far side, put it in behind the net to Zaitsev. Sent it over to Jones along the left boards. Head to Dickinson, another 2-on-1 break for the Hawks. Dickinson over the Senator line, left wing to the right circle. Athanasiou shoots. Pad save made by Sogaard. Here are the Senators on the attack. And now Tkachuk coughed it up into the Hawk zone. Murphy's got the puck from the right wing boards. He'll put it out to center ice to Bjork. And Bjork falling down at the Ottawa line. Leaves the puck for Murphy. He'll fling it down the glass and in behind the Ottawa net to the far corner. Artem Zub put it back in behind to Shabbat. He'll fire it up the left wing side and all the way down it goes. Icing called against Ottawa here. 9:50 left in the second. 3-0 Hawks.
Man, the Hawks really showing off their speed here. But again, love this chemistry between Reichel and Philip Kurashev. But what I really like is how Reichel couldn't handle the puck straight from the pass from Kurashev. He doesn't panic. He settles down the puck. He gives it to Athanasiou, who's cruising in down the slot, and still makes something out of nothing. You love to see that decision-making coming from Lucas Reichel early on.
And they're all left-handed shots. Had one of them been a righty, like maybe
Athanasiou on the second to try for sure.
Athanasiou wide open in the slot. He wouldn't have had to go on to his backhand to get the shot away. Now Dickinson fire. He scores! Jason Dickinson to the puck in front of the Senator net, backing up in the slot. Kind of a quiet area. Snapped it past Sogaard. And the Hawks are enjoying a 4-0 lead on the Ottawa Senators.
Yeah, they are sticking it to Ottawa right now. Dickinson just catches a perfect present in the slot. What a feed by Bjork. And just ripping it past Sogaard. Once again, time to break out the Bandito. Celebrate every goal with El Bandito Yankee Tequila. Definitely not how they drew it up, but he sneaks it under the stick arm of Sogaard. And yeah, Bjork just throwing it up towards the middle. DJ Smith has to call a timeout here, John, because again, he's got no other options. He can't make a goalie change. The only other goaltender available is the E-Bug and Scott Foster. So the Hawks are just really beating the Ottawa Senators while they're down. Nobody's complaining on the Hawks side, though.
How about Anders Bjork? 3 assists so far in this game.
How about it? His first 3 as a Hawk.
So it's going to be Dickinson from Bjork at 10:31 of period number 2. And a 4-0 Hawks lead. And you're right, DJ Smith had to know when the score got to 3-0 that his team was in some trouble. The team has the capability of ringing up big scores, averaging 5 goals over the last 5 games, all wins. So work not done for the Hawks by any stretch of the imagination.
No, for sure. And you know the frustration is brewing for Ottawa, but right now they're kind of just beating themselves. I mean, or rather letting the Hawks get these opportunities. The Hawks are cashing in, though. Can't knock them for that.
The odd man rushes that the Senators have given up here in this second period, really notable. And we're going to get an icing call here against Ottawa as the puck was shot down by Brandstrom. By the way, Mackenzie Entwistle picks up the second assist on that Dickinson goal.
I think also, John, we're missing Andreas Englund. I think he went into the locker room earlier on in this period. The other thing I wanted to point out, though, DJ Smith, when talking after morning skate today, was not counting the Blackhawks out. He mentioned their effort against Nashville. He talked about the young players that are fighting for a roster spot, the veterans who are fighting for a spot at the NHL, whether it's with the Hawks or another team next year. He definitely did not take this Hawks team for granted. But the Hawks are still doing it, 4-0.
Draw to the right of Sogard. Senators get it. Brandstrom in the near corner. Sends a pass off the left wing boards and down. And there's no icing. This time Tenorti's got to the puck, put it behind the Hawk net to Zaitsev. To Kachuk along the left boards. He'll give it to Tenorti back in the net. Send it near corner Zaitsev, who waves it up the glass and over the glass and out of play. 8:48 left in period number 2. The Hawks 4, the Senators no score. This is Blackhawks hockey on 720 WGN.
John Records Landecker, weeknight 6 to 10 on WGN.
Come on, boys, beat Ottawa. Hey, hockey fans, when you hear Ottawa over and over in tonight's broadcast, I want you to think of Ottawa, Illinois. It's a fun, friendly, charming destination, a short drive west of Chicago. They've got fantastic dining, amazing breweries. Ottawa's surrounded by open spaces, rivers and trails, ideal for hiking and biking and boating and more. Let's score some goals tonight, beat Ottawa, and then plan a trip to Ottawa, Illinois. Visit pickusottawail.com. Ottawa, Illinois, the middle of everywhere.
Students who transfer to SXU are guided by a transfer counselor who can help navigate the admission process, including credit evaluations, transfer scholarships, and semester schedules to support a successful transition from their prior institution, educating for competence, character, and career success. St. Xavier University is for students who want more out of themselves, and more out of their futures. Speak with a transfer counselor today. Visit sxu.edu, keyword transfer, to discover the way to a brighter future of the best in you. St. Xavier University, the best in you.
Being a union member, you have significant financial benefits. After all, that's the union advantage. But do you fully understand all of your retirement benefits? I'm Katie Raskop, Pension and Benefits Coordinator at Megant Financial. Contact us for a free personalized overview of your benefits and a customized plan for retirement. Our approach at Megant is one of a kind. Our financial planning solutions are designed to help meet the unique needs of the working men and women of organized labor. Visit us at megent.com.
Security advisory services offered through Cetera Advisors, LLC, member FINRA SIPC.
Hey, Chris Chelios here. It's time to break out the Bandito. El Bandito Yankee Tequila. So smooth, it's criminal. Break out the Bandito, baby.
A 4-0 lead for the Blackhawks over the Ottawa Senators here in the second period. And, John, I know one guy who totally would be happy about a 4-0 lead for the Hawks, and that is Dave Wills, who unfortunately passed away few days ago. Former White Sox pre and post host, former voice of the Tampa Bay Rays on the radio for 18 years. And true Chicagoan, true Southsider, big Blackhawks fan, big fan of the Blackhawks radio broadcast, and just want everyone of the Wills family and the Rays family to know that everyone here in Chicago is thinking of them in this tough time.
Dave was a good man, and Joe, I know you knew him better than I did. And we wish his family only the best in this very much difficult time. You can only imagine what they're going through right now, but he will be missed by a lot of people, including all of the Hawks fans and really by extension, everybody in the Blackhawks organization. So
big Hawks fan himself. Again, he'd be loving this right now. So we're all thinking of the Wills family.
We're going to get a penalty here for slashing. Anders Bjork receives a pass at center ice and had his stick slashed completely out of his hands.
28, minor penalty, slashing.
And that's why. Claude Giroux put the composite to him. Back in the day, you'd say put the lumber to him. Since the sticks are made out of composite.
I was going to say, I picked up the term composite from you in a few of my baseball broadcasts. Because, they break those sticks, too.
Oh, sure.
Every once in a while.
Baseball bats are made of composite now?
I don't know. You said it sounded good, so I just ran with it.
They used to be made of white ash. And they made a distinctive sound, I should say. Hawks in their second Citgo power play. Adventure awaits fuel at first with Citgo. Back in the Ottawa zone. Puck taken away by Jake Sanderson. Leads a shorthanded rush to center ice and coughed up the puck in front of the benches to Athanasiou. Sends it ahead now to Radish into the Senator zone along the near boards. Hamonic took it away, got the puck over to Sanderson between the circles, and he'll clear it all the way down. Stalock behind the Hawk net, put the puck into the near corner to Seth Jones. Jones with a pair of goals will carry out to the line. Drop it off to Kurashev. To Tyler Johnson to Kurashev at center ice. To Athanasiou over the Senator line on the left wing. Had the puck knocked off the stick to center ice. Seth Jones had it, lost it. Here's Dylan Gambrell down the left wing Hawk zone. Backhand shot, kick save made by Stalock. Follow-up shot by Watson, kick save. Another shot now from Chickman for the left circle. And Stalock got in front of that with a blocker. Stalock catching a nice ovation from the partisans here at the United Center.
3-save Stalock.
Seth Jones into the Senator zone. Dropped the puck down for Athanasiou, who was given a chop and went down to the ice. Senators back the other way. Austin Watson over the Hawk line. Sends it down to Stützle back of the Hawk net. Stützle carrying it around up the near side. Ran into Seth Jones, who pokes the puck to center ice. And then Entwistle will wave it across the rink. Philip Kurashev to the puck. Back over to Seth Jones. He'll put it behind the Hawk net. And now Reichel will carry behind the net and race with the puck to center ice. Reichel put it over the Senator line down the left wing. Tried to get to the puck in the corner. Beaten to it by Sanderson, but the puck cleared away to the line, kept in by Caleb Jones. To Entwistle along the left wing boards. To Reichel back of the net. Around to Gutman right wing corner. Senators come to full strength. Gutman behind the Senator net. Got it to Reichel to the left point. Caleb Jones shanks a one-timer. Pinto the other way over the Hawk line down the right wing. Could not get a clean shot away, but was tripped. Penalty coming up here to the Hawks. Claude Giroux put it over top of the left wing circle. And backing up with the puck, Sanderson to Tkachuk at the line. To Shabbat at the line. Now to Giroux along the left boards to Shabbat at the line again. A one-timer missed the net. Sogards is on the Ottawa bench. Here's Brandstrom with the puck through the high slot. Dropping it there to Shabbat. To Pinto, top of the right circle. He hammers a shot. This deflects up into the protected netting. 5 minutes left in the second period. 4-0 in favor of the Hawks. We'll be back with an Ottawa power play after these messages on 720 WGN.
Attention. Truly Punch Hard Seltzer contains alcohol. We know. It tastes so good you might forget. But please don't, especially during your Zoom calls. Truly Punch, our biggest flavor yet. Hard Seltzer Beverage Company, Boston, Mass.
Jimmy D's District at 1718 West Northwest Highway is one of Arlington Heights' premier establishments. Watch a game and enjoy Jimmy D's signature Grecian sausage, jumbo wings, and pizzas. Live music on the weekends and a Sunday brunch menu which includes pancakes, banana bread, and bottomless mimosas.
Clogged toilet? Broken pipes? Flooded basement? Don't let your plumbing problems take you off your game. When you need a plumber fast, call Plumbers 911 at 1-833-PLUM-911, where they promise to connect you to a plumber in 5 minutes or less. Their phones are open 24/7 at 833-PLUM-911, and their highly trained plumbing professionals are ready to answer your call. Get your plumbing job done right the first time with Plumbers 911 Chicago, your plumbing connection.
Coker Insurance Group is a proud sponsor of the Workers' Mike radio show right here on WGN. Coker Insurance Group works closely with the labor community, providing all service and support for the member families of the Midwest Coalition of Labor and its insurance offerings. Coker Insurance Group provides custom insurance programs and expertise with all types of insurance for businesses, including property, casualty, and group benefits. Discover why clients love working with the team at Coker Insurance Group. Visit cokergroup.com. KOCHER Group.com.
Who needs an alarm when you have Bob Surratt? Weekday mornings at 6 on 720. Now back to the game.
Jason Dickinson, Andreas Athanasiou, Peter Mrazek. Vote now for the Blackhawks' new face of the month for February, and you could win a signed puck from the winner. Visit blackhawks.com/BMO to cast your vote today. Hawks lead the Senators 4-0, 5 minutes left in the second period. Along with John Weideman and Kevin Powell, I'm Joe Brand, filling in for Troy Murray and Kaylee Chelios. The Hawks trying to slow down the Ottawa Senators, the second hottest team in the NHL.
Nikita Zaitsev goes off for tripping. Senators get their third power play of the game. Here's a shot for the top of the left circle by DeBrincat. Turned out of there. Looked like Stalock got a piece of it. Batherson behind the Hawk net. Put it around up the far side. DeBrincat now. Send it over. Stützle right circle to the slot. Batherson fires on a glove save made by Stalock. Very defiantly looks at the Ottawa shooter, Batherson, there, and then skates out of the crease and drops the puck in the faceoff dot. Wrong dot, so he makes the linesman skate all the way across and pick up the puck.
Well, again, he's locked in, but we talked about how he's a vocal leader. He loves chirping the other team. That's just part of his game, and when he's rolling like he is tonight, he's definitely able to do it all.
Watch for Brady Tkachuk off this draw if the Senators get possession. You got Dickinson facing off against Giroux.
Now the drop of the puck, they're going to make him do it again.
Murphy and Tenorti are the defensemen out there. The drop of the puck, Senators get it. From the high slot, Shabbat's got it. Over to Stützle along the right wing boards. He's checked from behind by Tenorti, and the puck pops out to Dickinson. He's over the Senator line to Tenorti. He fires from the high slot, missed the net, and look out, here come the Senators 3-on-1. Stützle over the Hawk line to Tkachuk, left circle, fires, blocker save made by Stalock, and Tkachuk slots it over to the far boards. Stützle's got it there to Shabbat at the line, deep slot. To Stützle, put it beside the net to Tkachuk, tried to pull it in front, get a shot away, could not. He runs into Alex Stalock, knocking him into the net. And now you got Tenorti and Tkachuk dropping the mitts. They grapple at the blue line. Tkachuk throws a right hand over the top, doesn't connect, loses his helmet. Oh, Tenorti corks him with a right, and then another right. And now Tkachuk fires a right, and another right, and another, and another. Tenorti's can't get the right hand free, and now they twist down to the ice. You just had a feeling with Tenorti and Tkachuk on the same rink in a situation where a lot of frustration being felt by the Senators right now. You just had a feeling it might boil over.
For roughing, 5 minutes for fighting. Ottawa number 7, 5 minutes for fighting.
I don't know how Brady Tkachuk escapes a minor penalty for goaltender interference.
Yeah, it was never called initially, and I think that's what got a rise out of the fans. And as you were saying, with Tenorti and Tkachuk both on the ice, you imagine mitts are going to drop at any time Tenorti's on the ice. That's pretty much a possibility. This is going to help out Ottawa in terms of the two-man advantage, right?
Oh, yeah.
But, again, you'll never hear a peep out of Luke Richardson for defending, or rather seeing one of his players defend his teammates in the way Tenorti does for Alex Stalock. Connor Murphy was right in Tkachuk's grill as well, so between Tenorti and Murphy, somebody was going to go against Tkachuk. Now, this is a big opportunity for Ottawa. The Hawks have been good on the PK so far tonight. Ottawa's been great on the power play this year, again coming into tonight's game, 6th best in the NHL. So this could be a big swing in this game. Hawks have been, again, sticking it to Ottawa, keeping them down, shutting them out, but a big opportunity for the Senators here.
Senators 5-on-3 have 2 goals in that situation. Blackhawks have allowed 1 this season. Draw to the left of Stalock. Hawks get it. Seth Jones fires from the far corner, not out of the zone. Kept in by DeBrincat left point. To Giroux, top of the left circle to DeBrincat, jams it in front. And a redirection by Batherson ends up in the pads of Alex Stalock. We get a whistle stopping play. 50 seconds left on a 5-on-3 advantage. 3:50 left in the second period. 4-0 Hawks.
Well, maybe not the flashiest save by Alex Stalock, but he's able to deny the Senators because he's just in the right positioning.
Draw one by the Senators. In the left wing corner, DeBrincat fed it over right circle. A little slap pass by Stützle in front. Sails through to Giroux, top of the left circle to DeBrincat. Slap pass across to Chychrun along the right boards. Down to Stützle, right corner. To Chychrun, top of the right circle. Put it bottom of the right circle. Stützle fed it over left circle for DeBrincat. Off his stick. Giroux got it back. Fires a wrist shot high and wide. Stützle got the rebound. To Chychrun. Here's Chychrun, top of the right circle to Stützle, bottom of the circle. Back to Chychrun, moving into the slot. Gave it to Stützle. Sent it across, and this deflects off the stick of Dickinson up into the protective netting. So gives the Hawks a little bit of a break here. 11 seconds left on the 5-on-3 advantage. And then the Hawks will have to kill off 59 seconds of penalty time. That to Jared Tenorti.
Well, not only are the Hawks short-manned by 2 players, but Nikita Zaitsev in the penalty box. Jared Tenorti is in the locker room, and so is Andreas English.
Now the Senators control off the draw. DeBrincat coughed it up in the near corner. Murphy's got it. Put it back up the boards, picked off by DeBrincat to Giroux. Put it over, and a one-timer from Chychrun hits Seth Jones in the skate and deflects up into the protective netting. The first penalty is up. Zaitsev is back out on the ice. It's now a 5-on-4 penalty kill situation for the Hawks.
Well, it's still 55 seconds left to the Ottawa power play, but so far the Hawks doing the right things. I'd like to see Connor Murphy just get rid of that puck a little bit quicker, especially when the Hawks still shorthanded 5-on-3, but they're doing a good job of slowing down Ottawa. Pucks just keep going to the netting to stop the game.
Draw to the left of Stalock. Kara got control, flings it off the glass and down into the Ottawa zone. Shabbat's got the puck beside his net. Here's Shabbat dropping it behind himself to Pinto. Now Pinto to center ice, nearly stripped of the puck. Now it rolls free to Zaitsev. Head to Boris Tkachuk, short-handed over the Ottawa line. And for the left wing side, he was caught from behind, put the puck down the boards behind the net. That'll kill off some time. Shabbat back through center ice, dropping it back to the Ottawa blue line. To Pinto, to Sanderson over the Hawk line left wing. Fires it down behind the net. Stalock caught it, drove it around the glass to Kara, and he'll pound it up the left wing side and down. 10 seconds left on the Ottawa power play. They're in their last rush. And now 5 seconds remain. Sanderson's got the puck behind his net. 2 seconds, 1. Hawks have killed off a 5-on-3 disadvantage. Now Bjork parks it away. He's down the slot. Senators on him. Fires! Sogard makes a save as he lays on his belly. And he denies Anders Bjork. Here the other way of the Senators. Shabbat into the Hawk zone from the left point, firing it down in behind the Hawk net to the far corner. Austin Watson pushed off the puck. That by Seth Jones. Tkachuk clears to center ice. And taken back by the Senators. Hamonic, he'll fire the puck down behind the Hawk net. Murphy gave it a ride around at the left wing. Athanasiou flipped it to center ice. Taken back by Kaslik. He'll dump it down in behind the Hawk net. There to get the puck, Seth Jones.
Well, both those penalties killed off by the Hawks. Brought to you by Northwestern Medicine Orthopedics on a relentless pursuit of better medicine.
Seth Jones out to the Hawk line. Gave it to Connor Murphy, right wing side. Passing the puck ahead to the Ottawa line. It's in Radish's skates, and this play is offside. 1:06 left in period number 2. Hawks with a 4-0 lead. And a nice 5-on-3 penalty kill.
Well, and nearly Anders Bjork turning it into the Anders Bjork game. Nearly picked up his 4th point on a breakaway opportunity. Great to see him with that confidence and just good puck handling skills. And another, honestly, great move by Kyle Davidson. Picks him up for future considerations and a huge piece in this game.
Now Tyler Johnson deflecting the puck down the boards in behind the Ottawa net. Zub will drive it around, and Zaitsev kept it alive at the right point. Put it down to Radish. He'll fling the puck in behind the Ottawa net, then get it in the left wing circle. And had a stick lifted, puck taken away by the Senators. This is Joseph putting the puck out to center ice. Matthew Joseph, Hawk blue line. Steps across down the left wing. and then had the puck poke checked away. Took it back, spins it behind the net to Tyler Johnson. Waves it up the left wing. Cole Gutman, center ice, front of the benches. Hit as he dumps it down the boards in behind the Ottawa net. Artem Zub back to get it. 25 seconds left in the frame. Zub with a stretch pass ahead for Giroux. This deflects off his stick and up and out of play. 20 seconds left in the period.
Well, we're told we're going to hear from Anders Bjork in this second intermission. Big reason why the Hawks are up 4-0, and they are kind of deflating the Ottawa Senators tonight. They're being outshot 27-13, but it does not matter. Not only have the Blackhawks cashed in on a handful of opportunities, they're just getting more high-quality chances than Ottawa tonight.
With the 3 assists, Anders Bjork has tied a career high for points in a single game. Now to clean up the period here, the Hawks battling against the Senators in behind their net. Brassard coughed up the puck. Murphy picks it up. Head to Bjork at center ice. He'll run out of time before he can get any kind of a shot away. There's the horn ending play in the second period. The Hawks 4, the Senators no score after 2. Shots on goal favoring Ottawa 27-13.
Well, we've talked about how the United Center fans are some of the most engaged in the NHL, and a big round of applause and very well deserved for this Blackhawks team 40 minutes in. Again, I don't even know if you can say Ottawa outplayed the Hawks in that second period. That was the case for the first period, but I don't quite think so for the second. Again, even though they're being outshot 27-13, I feel like the Hawks' chances have been higher quality, more dangerous, and like you said, John, cashing in on a lot of breakaway opportunities. This is the type of team that Kyle Davidson wants. A fast team, a team that's not going to overthink things, just drive in with a shoot-first mentality, and it is really paying off, especially in this second period.
Well, I've noticed, Joe, when the game is degenerated into a situation where the teams are trading chances, both goaltenders are coming up big, but Alex Stalock is particularly coming up big.
No, for sure. I mean, 27 saves tonight. I still think he's got the only shutout for the Hawks this season. He's working on number 2, but it's just one of those nights where he's good, but he's also a little bit lucky.
Yeah.
But that's what happens when you're that consistent, and having that consistant of a game like he's having right now.
You heard me knocking wood, like when you said the word shutout. I'm just so superstitious with that.
Yeah, no, that's my bad. So
that's all right. It's all right, part of the game. But how about the play of Seth Jones now?
How about it?
2 goals.
And again, there's been so much criticism about his offensive game before. He's just quieting all those haters. I mean, again, it's not even so much just him scoring the goals. It's him being involved offensively so much, whether it's him waiting for a pass or him making the passes. He's just getting to the net quicker, getting there with a lot more confidence, and just not overthinking things as well, just letting it rip.
I think the Blackhawks defensive contingent on the whole is playing with a lot more confidence. I mean, there's no hesitation in their game.
I honestly think that might be a result of not having guys like Patrick Kane on the ice or Max Domi. A lot of different guys have to step up, and a lot of guys are.
Well, speaking of a guy that's stepping up, Anders Bjork, our guest here in the intermission. Anders, first of all, John Weideman along with Joe Brand for Chicago Blackhawks Radio on 720 WGN. Happy to have you here. You have tied a career high in points in a game with your 3 assists. It's going good for you tonight. All you need now is a marker, and you're set. You hit your career high.
Yeah, exactly. No, it's been a good game so far. I think, our line's playing the right way, and that's, leading to opportunity. And I think, that's what we're preaching to each other is let's keep doing the things the right way and playing honest, and, it'll result in chances like it has in the first and second.
Anders, I know that this is a huge opportunity for you coming onto the Blackhawks, getting an elevated role, elevated responsibilities. You've clearly taken advantage of it early on. What was your mindset when they told you were coming here to Chicago?
Oh, I was beyond excited. This isn't the opportunity of a lifetime for me, so I'm just trying to keep my head down and work as hard as I can, and prove I got more in the tank than I've shown so far in my career, and I'm lucky to have this opportunity, and it's a great group here. It's easy to work hard with these guys, so that's what I'm trying to do.
And playing with an original 6 team like you did in Boston, I mean, that's got to be kind of a plus.
Oh yeah, I'm very, very fortunate. A lot of people have said, wow, 2 original 6 teams, that's incredible, and I grew up a Chicago Blackhawks fan, so that makes it even more special. So, as I said, there's a lot of excitement for me personally, but I'm just trying to keep my head down and work as hard as I can for this team organization.
Anders, sorry to interrupt you there before you go. The big question is, are you a Bears fan or a Packers fan?
That's a great question.
That's a great answer.
I grew up a Packers fan. My buddies would kill me if I didn't say that. So,
cut his mic.
I don't hate the Bears, I'll tell you that. I like watching them as well.
Attaboy. Well, welcome to Chicago, and great job with the assists. Keep them coming. You're playing great.
Thank you. Appreciate
All right.
it.
Thank you for being our guest as well. Anders Bork, our guest here in the intermission. Hawks 4, Ottawa nothing after 2 periods here at the United Center. And Kevin Powell is standing by in Blackhawk Central. He's going to have a full intermission report. That's going to be followed by action in the 3rd period. 4-0 is the score. Alex Stalock has only done it once this year. The Hawks have only done it once this year. Joe mentioned the word. I don't dare mention the word when we got one going. So we'll find out if Alex can pull it off again. 2 periods in the books, 4-0 Hawks. This is Blackhawks hockey on 720 WGN.
Come on, boys, beat Ottawa. Hey, hockey fans, when you hear Ottawa over and over in tonight's broadcast, I want you to think of Ottawa, Illinois. It's a fun, friendly, charming destination, a short drive west of Chicago. They've got fantastic dining, amazing breweries. Ottawa's surrounded by open spaces, rivers and trails, ideal for hiking and biking and boating and more. Let's score some goals tonight, beat Ottawa, and then plan a trip to Ottawa, Illinois. Visit PickUsOttawaIL.com. Ottawa, Illinois, the middle of everywhere.
There are some days that just fly by, and it's lunchtime before I know it. That's when I book it to McDonald's. Right now, I can get a delicious bundle for $3.29, like a tasty daily double with 2 beef patties and fresh lettuce and tomato, or choose a hot and spicy McChicken or McDouble, and pair anyone with crispy, fluffy, small fries. It's easy. It's so good. And it's a whole meal for $3.29. That's what makes it McDonald's. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal.
There, that's nice and toasty.
You're going to burn the house down. Can't we just get our furnace fixed?
Nonsense. Just a few more logs and...
If your furnace isn't keeping up with the cold, maybe you should give us a call at
630 Perfect. Perfect Home Services.
We'll come by, inspect your system, and make expert recommendations.
With nothing less than perfect will do. Call 630 Perfect. Perfect Home Services. 630 Perfect.
Someday is not a day of the week. When you're looking at a serious to-do list, you need an SUV that's got your back, like Chevy Equinox with safety assist that offers forward collision alert and automatic emergency braking. And with a new rear vision camera standard, it's like I've got eyes in the back of my head. Show Winter who's boss with Equinox's available all-wheel drive that gets you where you want to go, on time, anytime. Chevy Equinox can create a mobile hotspot for a 24/7 social connection for family and friends. And with Apple CarPlay or Android Auto, I can create custom playlists for the whole clan. When you're in your SUV as much as I am, you make sure it's safe, fun, and reliable. Plus, Chevy factory-trained service technicians will keep you on the road with a 3-year, 36,000-mile bumper-to-bumper warranty. It's not just service, it's peace of mind. Go to ChevyDriveChicago.com for current offers, service specials, or to schedule a test drive. Chevy Equinox. It's the ultimate mobile device.
It's time for an intermission update. Sponsored by Truly Hard Seltzer. Do it for the flavor. Here's Kevin Powell.
Second intermission at the United Center, and what a game so far for the Blackhawks. 4-0 over Ottawa. Through 2, Anders Bjork acquired at the trade deadline, having a night. 3 assists. That's Seth Jones with a pair of goals in the second. Jason Dickinson giving them the 4-0 lead. We'll get to some highlights and check in with Joe Brand next before third period play around sports. Both forward Javante Green still a ways away from returning. He underwent arthroscopic surgery to his right knee in January. The team says he continues to rehab. They'll provide an update in 2 weeks. The Bulls taking on Denver Wednesday night. They're a game and a half out of the play-in tournament. Big Ten tournament is this week here at the United Center. First round play Wednesday. Ohio State to face Wisconsin before Minnesota and Nebraska. Quarterback Geno Smith staying with the Seattle Seahawks. A 3-year contract extension worth just over $100 million. While longtime Raiders quarterback Derek Carr heading to the Saints on a 4-year deal. Spring training play, Cubs beat the Mariners 6-2. Trey Mancini with a couple of hits. Hayden Wesneski, 2 2/3 of scoreless ball. Off day for the White Sox. Will face the Brewers tomorrow. Lance Lynn on the mound. At the United Center, the Blackhawks leading the Ottawa Senators 4-0 through 2. Hawks trying to end the Senators' 5-game winning streak. They're 20 minutes away from doing so. I'm Kevin Powell. We'll check in with Joe Brand next. You're listening to Chicago Blackhawks hockey on 720 WGN.
The Blackhawks, WGN.
Hearing I had cancer was devastating. Learning vital organs would be temporarily removed to reach it had me speechless. I'm Jessica. When I found out I had a tumor stretching from my heart to my hip, the first thing I thought of was my family. Then my cancer, cardiology, and transplant team at Northwestern Medicine came up with a plan to save my life.
Anchored by the #1 hospital and top cancer program in Illinois by U.S. News & World Report, Northwestern Memorial Hospital was one of the only hospitals in the nation with the collective expertise to perform Jessica's 10-hour surgery. After temporarily removing her liver and kidney to reach the tumor, they replaced the damaged vein and removed the additional cancer that had grown into her heart.
My team stopped at nothing so that I'm able to be here with my family.
Because what makes us better makes you better. Northwestern Medicine. Learn more at nm.org/better.
Hey, Mott's Matt here for Brewpub Lots of Mott's Pizza. You know, there are very few things in life worth waiting for.
Pizza's done?
Oh, I'm on it. I'm starving. I've been waiting.
I wouldn't do that. It's going to be really... It's so hot. It's burning my mouth.
A Brewpub Lots of Mott's Pizza it's the epitome of delayed gratification. So when your Brewpub pizza is done and the temptation to dive right in due to the deliciousness of every bite overwhelms you, step back, give it time, and know it's worth the wait. Brewpub Lots of Mott's Pizzas available in your local grocery store.
Get your engine road trip ready and fill your tank with top-tier Tri-Clean gasoline from our proud sponsor, Citgo. Adventure awaits. Fuel up first with Citgo.
Second intermission at the United Center. The Blackhawks leading the Senators 4-0 through 2 periods. 3 second-period goals by the Hawks, a commanding 4-0 lead as that we get ready for third-period play. I'm Kevin Powell alongside Joe Brand sitting in for Troy Murray. Troy on the TV call tonight. And, Joe, I thought the Hawks completely outplayed the Senators in the second period there. A beautiful display on how to properly move the puck around the ice. Just tremendous passing. Anders Bjork having a night. He has 3 primary assists on all 3 of those goals in the second period. That was great to watch. That was a ton of fun.
It was definitely it was definitely a fun 20 minutes, especially from Bjork. I mean, anytime a new guy comes in and quickly contributes, it's a lot of fun. But especially a guy that the Hawks basically gave up nothing for.
Right, and this is a guy that they have high hopes for. It just wasn't just some throwaway deal near the deadline. It's for future considerations. They think they've got something here in Anders Bjork, and they think he can be a part of this team moving forward. He's showing off his skill set, which is speed, and having a really nice game so far.
Well, I tell you what, you look at the Sam Lafferty trade, and I mean the one that brought Sam Lafferty here. They gave away Alex Nylander, who hasn't played in an NHL game since. But you got to credit Kyle Davidson and his scouting staff for seeing something in Sam Lafferty. Now, it's a small sample size with Bjork, but you got to credit them for seeing something in him. And clearly he's contributed right away. And I think the most important thing for Hawks fans to know about that is that's what you're putting your trust in with this rebuild is the developing, the drafting that's going to go on in this organization. It's important for them to have good faith in this staff, and so far it's paying off.
And Alex Stalock, who we talked about a lot in the pregame and after the first intermission, but he's been outstanding tonight, and he's dealt with the concussions this year. He's missed significant time. When we have seen him in net, he has been very good, and we're seeing that again tonight.
No, absolutely, and that's what's so great about seeing it from him, a guy that's dealt with so much adversity this year and a real tough situation. It's kind of frustrating when a guy with always such a great mentality, a great personality, a great attitude each and every night has to deal with something that's out of his control, and it's not about what's happening on the ice. It's what he's got to deal with off the ice, and it really seemed to faze him. He luckily relied on his family a lot, and that was able to turn his spirits. And actually, when he got the news that it wasn't a concussion situation, the second go-around, he was a little bit relieved, even though it was still kind of a daunting ocular issue. Something still very scary, but at least he understands that it's not the concussion, at least for the time being. And you're right. Every time he has returned from something like that, he's done a great job. We're seeing that again tonight. Just always a feel-good situation when he performs well.
Ottawa 27 shots on goal, Blackhawks 14. But as you pointed out, the quality of the chances and the shots on net, the Blackhawks are creating opportunities tonight to get some really, really good looks, and it's paid off. But I think the passing in the second period and the puck movement was tremendous by the Hawks.
And it's back-to-back nights where the passing has looked really good. I know they kind of fizzled out offensively in the last game against the Nashville Predators, but still showed a lot of great flashes of just chemistry and guys knowing where their teammates were going to be. It was a great sign to see early on with a very new group, all connecting very quickly. And listen, the Ottawa Senators are going to shoot a lot. They're going to score a lot. They haven't scored a lot tonight, but they have shot a lot. They came in with the 7th most shots on goal in the NHL. That's going to happen. We saw that structure. But Alex Stalock has performed well. The Blackhawks have taken advantage of their rushes. They've cashed in on a few of them. And right now they're in control of this game. And it's going to take a massive comeback for Ottawa to come back. Not that it's not possible. Ottawa's still a very good team offensively, but it is going to take a lot.
And this is a team, remember, coming to Chicago on a 5-game winning streak, and they are very much in the playoff hunt. So this is a team that has a lot to play for, and the Blackhawks are putting together a very strong performance against a red-hot team in the Ottawa Senators. Hawks leading 4-0 through 2. That's Joe Brand. He'll be alongside John Weideman for third period play. You're listening to Chicago Blackhawks hockey on 720 WGN.
The Blackhawks, Wildcats, and the NFL play here on AM 720. On smart speakers, say play WGN Chicago.
WGN. Come on, boys, beat Ottawa. Hey, hockey fans, when you hear Ottawa over and over in tonight's broadcast, I want you to think of Ottawa, Illinois. It's a fun, friendly, charming destination, a short drive west of Chicago. They've got fantastic dining, amazing breweries. Ottawa's surrounded by open spaces, rivers and trails, ideal for hiking and biking and boating and more. Let's score some goals tonight, beat Ottawa, and then plan a trip to Ottawa, Illinois. Visit pickusottawail.com. Ottawa, Illinois, the middle of everywhere.
That old car is worth money. Visit VictoryAutoWreckers.com for an instant quote. Victory will tow no matter what condition your car's in. Victory buys vehicles every day, including nights and weekends, and you'll get cash on the spot. Go to VictoryAutoWreckers.com for more information or save money by fixing up your car with used parts. Go to VictoryAutoWreckers.com to search their inventory. VictoryAutoWreckers.com.
VictoryAutoWreckers.com.
Hi, this is Johnny
and Mary
from Restoration Ministries. Over the last year, we've been appearing on WGN Radio, asking you to donate your gently used furniture to Restoration Ministries. We'd like to take this moment to thank you for your response.
Because of your generous donations, we provide programs like the Sullivan Arts Center, nurturing the talents of Harvey children and teens, channeling their energies into the creation and celebration of art with high-quality art classes.
And the Harvey Boxing Club, which provides at-risk youth the sport of boxing, giving them a safe space to be after school and during the summer. Our motto is better to sweat in the gym than bleed in the streets.
All profits of Restoration Ministries thrift stores support our 20 outreach programs, including after-school programs, our food pantry, and 2 free Christian-based residential recovery programs.
For those interested in donating your gently used furniture to help fund these important programs, please call Kathy at 708-876-8413 to schedule your pickup.
And thank you once again for your support of Restoration Ministries.
You can trust CarStar, North America's leading premier collision repair provider with your collision repair needs. Visit carstar.com to find a location near you.
The second period is next. Here for a recap is Kevin Powell.
Blackhawks leading the Senators 4-0 through 2. Joe Brand, John Weideman will bring you third period action coming up. Let's get to some highlights in the second period where the Hawks just had a tremendous job moving the puck around. The Hawks leading 2-0, and Seth Jones scoring his second goal of the night after an assist from Anders Bjork.
Here's a pass ahead to Pinto at the Hawk line. Knocked off his stick. Athanasiou the other way. Over the Sens line, right wing. Drops to DeBjork. Fed the left circle. A shot by Jones. He scores! A new career high for Seth Jones. his second goal in the game. That's number 10 on the season. It's the Hawks 3 and the Senators no score.
And then Anders Bjork, his third assist of the night, feeding Jason Dickinson in the slot, who buried it home.
Athanasiou wide open in the slot. He wouldn't have had to go to his backhand to get the shot away. Now Dickinson fires. He scores! Jason Dickinson to the puck in front of the Senator net, backing up in the slot, kind of a quiet area, snapped it past Sogard, and the Hawks are enjoying a 4-0 lead on the Ottawa Senators.
It's the great John Weideman on the call, who's standing by right now for third period play. Joe Brandt, John Weideman, fellas.
Kevin, I am merely the average John Weideman.
I don't know about that.
There's no such thing as the great John Weideman.
The great John Weideman in my book.
The great John Weideman, I'll give that to my dad, because he was a great man. But if I can be half the man he was, I think I'll be a pretty good man. Anyway, thank you very much. Underway here in the third period, Senators control. Artem Zub from center ice, flinging the puck down the glass deep in the Hawk zone, circles the net, ends up on the far side to Athanasiou, pulls out the 9-iron, lifts it down ice into the Senator zone, and is quickly cleared back to center ice by Shabbat. And down into the Hawk zone, Zaitsev to the puck, put it behind the net. Caleb Jones stroking it around at the left wing. Reichel clears to center ice. Gauthier for the Senators drops it back into the Hawk zone. And now Caleb Jones has the puck behind the Hawk net. The teams are in line changes.
We mentioned how great Ottawa's offense has been on their 5-game winning streak. They've been a positive goal differential of plus 17. That has them on the year as plus 6. But so far tonight, John, they've brought him back to dead even.
Sure have. Radish dumping the puck down into the left wing corner Ottawa zone. The referee had to jump out of the way. Here's Gauthier wheeling down into the Hawk zone down the left wing side. Pulled off a backhand, turned wide. Sanderson from the slot fires, and Gutman weighed down and blocked that shot. He's ailing right now. Gutman got back to his feet. Senators retain the zone. Chikrin from the right point. Put it over to the left point. Long wrist shot from there from Gambrell. Turned out of there. Gutman back on his feet, pokes it ahead to Radish. He'll clear the puck down to the Ottawa line.
Yeah, Gutman still gingerly coming off the ice right now. Hopefully he's okay, but that again just shows his ingenuity. A huge block shot and then used his body to kind of box out one of the Senators coming after the puck. Just a selfless play by Cole Gutman.
Well, the more he makes these little plays, Joe, scores these goals, takes those hits, blocks those shots, the more he impresses management for a roster spot for next year.
Yeah, just his hockey IQ. It never slows down.
Hamonic firing from the right point. Blocker save made by Stalock. Alex DeBrinket's got the puck behind the Hawk net. Put it around to the right wing boards. Batherson tried to send it back to the point. And a one-time chance from Brandstrom. He broke his stick on the drive. And Anders Bjork nearly had a breakaway. Back in the Hawk zone now. Seth Jones just chips it off the glass down to the Ottawa blue line. Zub is there. Passing ahead, Claude Giroux through center ice over the Hawk blue line. Pulls up and fires top of the right circle. This deflects up into the protective netting and out of play. 4-0 Hawks, 17:47 left in period number 3.
Well, we have been saying it a lot tonight of how the Blackhawks need to keep their foot on the pedal, just keep going with the gas. But a 4-0 lead in this third period. You don't want to do anything too risky, too dangerous. Just play a simple structure, play your game, and let Ottawa continue to make the mistakes.
Now Brady Tkachuk has been relinquished from captivity out of the penalty box. He's on the ice right now. Hawks attack. Here's Boris Tkachuk at center ice on the left wing. I got to be careful not to get my Tkachuks and my Tkachuks mixed up. Very similar sounding names. Here's Brady Tkachuk, left wing side Ottawa line. Put the puck across for Artem Zub. He'll move through to the Hawk line and dump it down the boards in behind the net to the left wing corner. Claude Giroux put the puck to the line. Held in by Shabbat to Stützle high slot. Long wrist shot and down is the goaltender Stalock. Butterfly save. And again, Brady Tkachuk trying to crowd the top of the crease.
Ottawa continuing to do the same thing offensively, just throwing pucks towards the net, creating that net front presence, creating the traffic, but Alex Stalock reading it the entire way. 31 saves on the night for Stalock so far. And he continues to just keep this game in control of the Hawks.
As long as he can see the puck. And, you had Brady Tkachuk at the top of the crease, who's a big guy, blocking out the sun. But Stalock managed to see where the shot came from, and he made the save. Athanasiou now takes a pass through center. Over the Ottawa line on the right wing, made a drop pass for Kurashev that missed. The other way come the Sens. Broussard in over the Hawk line to Kaslick down the right wing side. Son of Ed Kaslick moves it out to the left point. Sanderson to Chychrun right point. Hammers a shot, missed the net. Sanderson with a puck along the far boards. Hawk in, coughed it up. Here's a break for Reichel. Over the Senator line, down the slot. Taking a shot, he scores! Lucas Reichel with some brilliant hands. Went from the forehand to the backhand and slid it in behind the goaltender Sogard. It's 5-0 Hawks. And a look into the future.
And more chemistry coming from Philip Kurashev. A beautiful lead pass to Lucas Reichel and says, go ahead, take care of it, kid. He does exactly that. A beautiful little soft backhand move. Fooling Matt Sogard as he dives over to his left. Lucas Reichel makes it 5-0 Hawks. And with that goal, it's time to break out the Bandito. Celebrate every goal with El Bandito Yankee Tequila.
Lucas Reichel scoring for the Hawks at 3:19 of period number 3. And for Reichel, that's his second goal on the season on a nice breakaway. And I said it, Joe, looked into the future for the Blackhawks organization. Lucas Reichel showing some great hands there.
Absolutely. Both of his goals coming here at the United Center, too.
Here's Tenorti now with a pass ahead to Radish over the Senator line on the left wing. Takes a chop from DeBrincat, then carries the puck down behind the net. Runs into Hamonic there. And now Radish to Dickinson back of the net. Out to Seth Jones left point. Moves it right point. Zaitsev fires a long wrist shot. Glove save made by Sogard. Puck was probably sailing wide of the net, but Sogard had a lot of company around the top of the crease there. 5-0 Hawks, 15:49 left in period 3.
Quick update, too, that Andreas Englund will not return in tonight's game. That's not great to hear. And again, hopefully just a short presence missed for England. Not too much to complain about this game other than that, though, John. This has been a phenomenal effort, especially starting in the second period from this Hawks team.
Really has been. Draw it to the left of Sogard. Pinto wins it to the corner, and now Dickinson strips the puck away. Pushed off of it behind the Ottawa net by Shane Pinto. Pinto moving the puck to Batherson at center ice on the right wing. Shot it across off the left corner boards, Hawk zone. Zaitsev took it, winds it around up the near side, and then Batherson misplayed the puck out to center ice. We're going to get a whistle stopping play. A little pile up in front of the penalty boxes, and we have a penalty here to talk about. Let's see.
Ottawa number 19, minor penalty, hooking.
There it is. Hence the pile up. Hawks will get their third Sitco power play on the night. Adventure awaits. Fuel up first with Sitco.
A little correction on my part, too, John. Andre is happy to see you with the primary assist on Lucas Reichel's goal. It wasn't Philip Kurashev, but still seeing a lot of chemistry from that top line. Great to see them utilizing their speed, utilizing their puck handling skills. We've seen great offense from all three of them tonight. Reichel, Athanasiou, and Kurashev.
Drake Batherson gets the gate, 2 for hooking. Drawing the Senator zone, 1 by the Sens. And it's pounded around and down ice into the Hawk zone by Sanderson. Here's Seth Jones. 2 goals tonight. Drops it off Hawk line. Kurashev to Tyler Johnson. Put the puck to Radish over the Senator line on the right wing to Seth Jones right point. Flips it down to the right wing corner. Tyler Johnson pokes it behind the net. Picked off by Travis Hamonic. And the Senator defenseman will clear it all the way down.
This is a bit of a stretch, but if we can see more offensive contributions from the Reichel, Athanasiou, Kurashev line, I'd like to call it the rake line, to just rake in the points.
Hey, go for it. Nicknames are born every day. Now Radish down the right wing, firing one in front of the net. Kurashev deflects it wide. Athanasiou got it back, spins it back behind the net, around to the right wing boards to Johnson. Put it back around Athanasiou to the line. Jones to Johnson, right circle. Guns it in on goal. Blocker save made by Sogard. Puck recovery now by the Hawks. Kurashev put it to the line. Seth Jones to Tyler Johnson. High slot with lots of room to Kurashev, right circle. Back to Seth Jones, right point. To Johnson, top of the left wing circle. Back to Seth Jones, left point. Long wrist shot. Sails just wide. Good screen in front by Radish. Puck recovery again by the Hawks. Kurashev in the right wing corner. Spits it to the line. Seth Jones to Johnson, top of the left circle. He fires. Blocker save made. Tyler Johnson got the puck back to the corner at the Athanasiou, then to Johnson. To Radish back in the net. Round to Johnson along the left wing boards with 25. Tried to put it back to the point, picked off by the Senators. Here's Matthew Joseph in over the Hawk line, cutting across the slot. Drop pass, picked off. Now Chychrun fires, and Stalock down with a butterfly save. Will hold the puck. Athanasiou skating by the puck, reached back to get it, and then lost his edge and fell down and left the puck in prime shooting position there for Chychrun.
Once again, Athanasiou's speed almost getting the best of him. Trying to stop that puck as it was just isolated in the high slot. Luckily, though, Alex Stalock having one of his best games of the year, reading it the entire way. Point-blank stop. 32 saves for Alex Stalock tonight.
Draw to Stalock's right. Jujar Kara facing off, wins the draw to Joey Anderson. He gets some power play time here. To Boris Tkachuk, who also gets a little power play time. Put it down to the left wing corner Ottawa zone. Senators get the puck back, however. Hamonic with a pass up the right wing to Pinto. As the Senators come to full strength, to Brinkett crossing the Hawk line on the right wing. Checked by Caleb Jones. Takes the puck back along the half board. Spins it behind the Hawk net. Connor Murphy drives it around up the right wing side. Kept in by the Senators. Long shot from Brandstrom from the left point. Deflects wide off of Stalock. And now Tkachuk will flip it down ice into the Ottawa zone. Hawks go for a quick line change.
And might have been the most dangerous shot coming from Ottawa so far in this third period.
And Twistle over the Senator line down the left wing. Put it out in front for Bjork. He snapped it wide. Puck taken back at the left point by Tenorti. He'll fling it back in behind the Senator net and up the far side. And Brady Tkachuk flipped it across the rink to Brandstrom. Brandstrom dumping it slowly down the boards into the Hawk zone. Stützle in the near corner. Sent the puck behind the net. Picked off now by Dickinson to center ice. To Bjork. Ottawa blue line right wing, and he'll backhand the puck in behind the net. Shabbat sent it over to the near side. Entwistle there to Bork. Wide open right circle, and he fires one over the net, and this deflects up into the netting. Boy, what a chance for Anders Bjork. 12:24 left in the third. It's 5-0 Hawks. This is Blackhawks hockey on 720 WGN.
Introducing new Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda. Classic Cola, Cherry Cola, Citrus Soda, and Orange Soda. You hear that? It's seltzer with the pop of soda. All with zero sugar. Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda, the loudest flavors ever. Ah. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda. IRC Beers, St. Louis, Missouri.
Money saved through energy efficiency can directly benefit a business's bottom line. That's why businesses throughout Northern Illinois are partnering with the ComEd Energy Efficiency Program to find up to 35% in energy savings, resulting in lower energy costs for their facilities. Because at ComEd, we're powering your business's future. Learn more at comed.com/poweringbiz. ComEd, powering lives. Savings figure is hypothetical only. Actual savings will vary based on the measures implemented and on customers' usage and rate.
At Amalgamated Bank of Chicago, we realize that our name can be a mouthful.
Evaporated Bank of Chicago.
Aggregated Bank of Chicago.
Inoculated Bank of Chicago?
Don't worry. You don't need to say amalgamated correctly to take advantage of our personalized service and hometown touch.
Amalgamated.
Amalgamated.
Visit us at aboc.com to learn about how we have served Chicago's banking needs for more than 100 years.
Amalgamated.
Amalgamated Bank of Chicago. Hard to pronounce, easy to work with.
Hey Hawks fans, this is Connor Murphy. Let's get back to the action.
Now back to the game.
Who's Hot, Who's Cold is sponsored by Plumbers 911 Chicago. Visit plumbers911.com for emergency plumbing service. Who's hot? The Boston Bruins. 10 straight wins. Nobody catching them during the regular season. I'd be very surprised if so. Who's cold? Maybe the Ottawa Senators? 5-game winning streak. Hawks are swatting them with a 5-goal lead at the moment, trying to cool them off.
Well, we'll find out if the Hawks can close this deal. Looking pretty good right now. Shabbat clearing the puck down ice in on Stalock, who sweeps it out to the point. Kept in by Kaslik, moving it down to the left wing corner. Zaitsev there, former Senator defenseman. Pokes it along the right wing boards. Kurashev. He'll flip it back in behind the Hawk net into the near corner. Broussard whacked Tenorti, then whacked the puck down to the corner. Tenorti grabbed it, cleared it through the air to center ice. And Zub flipped the puck back into the Hawks zone. Tenorti took it, sends it over to Zaitsev. Hawks playing with 5 defensemen, by the way. We should remind you, Andreas Englund has gone to the dressing room and will not return.
And the Blackhawks proving me wrong. Doesn't take much to do that, but they're not taking their foot off the pedal whatsoever. Their offense still in full motion. No. Definitely getting crafty with passes, everyone being engaged. And you know what? It makes sense because there's so many players on this team that are trying to show their worth, trying to show what they can do either this year or next year, either with the Blackhawks or without the Blackhawks. So they all want to take advantage of the opportunities they have right now.
And we're going to get another penalty here to the Senators. Seth Jones caught a high stick, and it's only going to be a 2-minute minor, but we'll get the referee's call to confirm.
Ottawa 27, minor penalty, high sticking.
And to think, John, Ottawa's still out shooting the Hawks 33-17.
That's right.
But, this is something I was talking with Kevin Powell in the second intermission. It's that Ottawa's going to fire off a lot of shots. And actually, the Hawks are going to give up a lot of shots. That's how good Ottawa's offense is right now. They came in with top 10 in terms of shots fired on net in the NHL. But the difference is Blackhawks have had more high-quality, high-danger chances. They've been taking advantage on their rushes. They're really utilizing their speed tonight. And Ottawa's got a lot of good structure with their offense, but that's been about it. And then when you get a good goaltender tonight, like the performance Alex Stalock is putting on, and everybody just pulling on the same rope, that's why you've got a 5-goal difference right now.
Yeah, Alex has been very determined tonight in his approach and goal. Now turnover at the Ottawa line. The other way comes Matthew Joseph over the Hawk line, top of the right circle. Fired a shot, but courageous Caleb Jones turned his foot sideways and blocked that shot, and he may be aching a little bit.
Well, Caleb Jones, another guy who's had a fantastic game. He is a +4 tonight, and he hasn't factored on any of the goals, but he's been a huge presence on the ice tonight.
Now, without that defensive play, some of those goals may not happen. So, good point by you, Joe, and good on Caleb. Caleb participating in this power play. Dickinson from the left side boards fires the puck across the rink. Puck slips out to center ice. Gutman's got it in front of the Ottawa bench. Lost it. The other way come the Senators. Stützle crossing the Hawk line in the high slot area. Put it down for Pinto. The pass was in his skates. Gutman will spin it ahead. Entwistle center ice. He then lost the puck to Pinto, who from his knees fires it back down deep into the Ottawa end of the near corner. Adventure awaits. Fuel up first with Sitko. Hawks in their 4th Sitko power play. Austin Watson deflecting a Chikrin pass down the boards in behind the Hawk net. Stalock stopping it there for Seth Jones. Jones with a pair of goals tonight. Carries up ice, got the puck. Athanasiou over the Senator line, left wing in front. Seth Jones, he pokes it in on goal, and Sogard makes the glove save. We would have seen a shower of hats, Joe, had that one gone in the net.
Well, there's another phrase that we won't utter just yet, but as you mentioned, Seth Jones with a pair of goals. He has yet to have a night in which he's found the back of the net 3 times. But again, just great to see him factoring in on this offense. I mean, he's almost like a forward out there. At least he has been lately. Just rushing the net, always keeping his head up, always ready for a pass. And it never seems forced. It never seems out of sync. It just seems very, very natural. He's definitely getting a lot more comfortable getting involved on the offensive scheme as the Blackhawks' top defenseman on this team.
And I think the more he gets involved offensively, the more focused he becomes as a player.
Probably easier to just balance your game that way, too, when you've got all that confidence riding offensively.
Well, he's going to rush the puck for the Hawks out to center ice and then drop it back to Kurashev Hawk zone, who carries back through center, pokes it in over the Senator line. But it's taken back now to center ice by Brandstrom. Head to Joseph, and he'll fire it off the right boards and down. Senators come back to full strength. Hawks 0 for 4 on the Sitko power play. Seth Jones with the puck in behind the Hawk net. Passing up the left wing side. This is Joey Anderson. Crosses the center ice circle. Dumps it off the right corner boards, Ottawa zone. Bounces to Shabbat back in the net. Put it up the boards. Tenorti pinching. Took it away on the half boards to Anderson to the slot. Kachuk, he fires, and a pad save made by Sogard. And bang, bang, precise passes there, and a great chance there for Boris Kachuk. Connor Murphy chased down in the near corner Hawk zone by Brady Kachuk. Oh, he gave Kachuk a cross check. A little high. Might have caught him in the face. The two of them battling in the corner. Kachuk has already had one fight tonight. Kara now clears the puck over the line to center ice. Oh, and Kachuk runs Anderson over. He goes down to the ice, back on his feet, and gets run over again in front of the penalty boxes. as the puck is spiked back into the Ottawa zone by Brandstrom.
Yeah, you could definitely see the frustration brewing for Brady Tkachuk, like you mentioned. Connor Murphy's cross-check may have caught him a little bit high, and then he lets out all his anger on Joey Anderson. Things getting a little bit chippier. Again, Ottawa came into this one thinking that they might have an easier time against this Blackhawks team, and the Hawks have really shown them otherwise.
Now here's Austin Watson, right wing corner, passing over, left circle. Chychrun hammers a shot over the net. This will ride the glass and the shelf that separates the boards and glass. Ends up down ice into the Ottawa end. Zub clears to center ice. Anders Bjork took it back over the Ottawa line. Bjork in the high slot, knocked off the puck by Katzlik, and here come the Senators. Batherson over the Hawk line on the right wing, let go a pass, picked off by Caleb Jones or Seth Jones to Bork over the Senator line. Down the left wing, put it in front, Entwistle fires just wide. Bjork to the top of the right circle. Kurashev with a shot, turned out of there. Here's to Brinkett the other way. To Drake Batherson. He's over the Hawk line on the right wing, caught by Seth Jones, who scrapes the puck away down behind the net. And Reichel pokes it free. And then DeBrincat slings it around up the far side. Reichel's got it. He'll push it over the blue line to center ice, forcing the Senators to regroup.
Well, to your point earlier, John, still that crisp passing coming from the Blackhawks, but everyone always with their head up, always ready to fire a shot. We saw Boris Tkachuk at a tough angle, but, right in the slot, still wanted to force it through. Everybody on the same page right now offensively. Yeah. It's great to see.
From the left point now, Gambrell fires. That deflects to the left wing corner. Gauthier got it there, put it around to the near side, and it's knocked off of the stick of Reichel. Then he took it back. Reichel to the Hawk blue line at the end of his shift will just give the puck a twirl through the air down into the Ottawa end. And Zub back to get it there. Head to Gauthier, Hawk blue line. He coughed it up, however. Murphy at center ice to Gutman. Over the Ottawa line, lost the puck. The other way, Claude Giroux crossing the Hawk line. Fed it down the left wing. Brady Tkachuk firing. Wide of the net and around up the near side. Tyler Johnson spins it out to center ice to Radish. He's to the Ottawa line, given a bump by Giroux as he dumps the puck into the near corner. Hamonic got it behind the net. Up the left wing to Brady Tkachuk. Then over the center ice circle. Giroux will fire it down in on Stalock, who gloves the puck long enough to get the whistle and a stoppage in play. As Brady Tkachuk and Tenorti re-engage, the linesmen jump in. 5:59 left in the third period, and they're going to keep it here because the puck was dumped in on goal from center ice.
Yeah, and Alex Stalock was...
He's chirping Brady Tkachuk right now.
Alex Stalock was trying to decide whether or not to freeze the puck. He was trying to get it to one of his teammates, and then eventually had no other choice but to freeze it. It does look like we're going to get a break here, John.
And we will. 5-0 Hawks with 5:59 left in the third. This is Blackhawks hockey on 720 WGN.
1 foot on the farm and 1 foot in the city. Lisa Dent, weekdays 2 to 6 on WGN.
My local bank got bought again? Last time, my account was messed up when they converted.
Sounds like you're ready to try my bank, Marquette Bank. They're a local bank with personal service and the digital stuff. Zelle, mobile banking, online banking, 40,000 free ATMs nationwide. Plus, they're always supporting local causes in our community.
When you bank with Marquette Bank, good things happen for you and your neighborhood. Marquette Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Love where you bank.
Hey, this is John Williams. You've heard me rave about Norman Mechanical Plumbing Services, but I'm not the only one.
My name is Sam. I own Big Sammy's Hot Dogs. My hot water heater went out. I called other companies. Then I remembered Norman Mechanical. I need a special hot water heater. Everybody else wanted more money for a cheaper water heater. Norman Mechanical got the exact water heater I wanted for a cheaper price, and they installed it within 48 hours. They're great, they're honest, they're prompt, they're courteous, they have great service, they don't rip you off, they don't sell you anything you don't need. They're a good company to deal with. I wish I would have met Norman 25 years ago.
That's Norman Mechanical Plumbing Services, 847-489-9592. Wait a minute, you didn't write that down? You didn't remember it? Put this in your phone under contacts. Make it plumber, and the number is 847-489-9592.
Hey, Chris Chelios here. It's time to break out the Bandito. El Bandito Yankee Tequila. So smooth, it's criminal. Break out the Bandito, baby.
Smart Play of the Game is sponsored by ComEd. ComEd, powering business, powering lives. We'll give it to Andreas Athanasiou. Great feed to Lucas Reichel on the 5th goal of the night. Lucas Reichel's 2nd goal with the Blackhawks this season, and the Hawks on top 5-0. 6 minutes left in regulation. In between the Hawks and the Senators, he's John Weideman. I'm Joe Brand.
Draw to Stalock's left. Mark Kaslick against Jujar Kara. They exchange cross-checks. Let's keep an eye on that. That may go. Hawks come up ice. Anderson now to the Ottawa line. Had the puck knocked off his stick. Kaslick has it, falls down in front of the Hawks bench. Kara on top of him, continuing to put the stick in his side. Another penalty is going to be called. We may get some mitts off here. Oh, there's a fracas in front of the Hawks bench. Everybody getting involved from the bench. Caleb Jones has a hold of one of the Senators. That's Brady Tkachuk. And Kaslick and Jujar Kara push and shove in front of the benches. Kind of paw each other. Kaslick throws a right hand with the glove. He's been tossed out. Jujar Kara keeping his gloves on, holding his stick. Brady Tkachuk just wants a piece of somebody. And he's going to be wrestled by one of the linesmen to the Ottawa bench and down the tunnel to the dressing room. His night is over, and he punches the glass at the bench in disgust.
Yeah, the Ottawa Senators are rattled. It's been a rough night for them. Not one goal yet. 5-0 Hawks, and Jujar Kara, good on him. Standing up for himself, standing up for his teammates. Again, he's gone through so much, but not taking anything from Tkachuk against the bench.
And following Tkachuk to the Senator dressing room in order was Mark Kaslick and Austin Watson. So 3 real tough guys for the Ottawa Senators exit the ice with 5:41 left in the third.
Yeah, I think they realized that this one is pretty much out of hand, so they wanted to release some of their anger as best they could. Going to look at the video replay here with Tkachuk trying to break free from one of the officials and continue to get something going. Oh, he wanted Stalock.
Stalock, yeah.
He wanted Stalock.
And Alex Stalock is agitating him. Alex Stalock is chirping him from outside the crease.
Ottawa number 16, minor penalty for cross-checking and a 10-minute misconduct. Ottawa number 7, 10-minute misconduct. Ottawa number 47, 10-minute misconduct.
It's like a CVS receipt. Just keeps going and going.
I had one of those today.
So you know what I'm talking about. What'd you buy, a stick of gum?
I think I bought some gummy bears.
Of course.
Yeah.
Came out, what, 6 feet long?
Something like that, yeah. All right. So Watson, Tkachuk, and Kaslick all sent off with misconduct penalties.
Well, John, I'm going to give the player of the game to Alex Stalock. How could you not? With the game he's had in the crease, and then just supporting his team by agitating Brady Tkachuk. 34 saves so far. The night's not done. Player of the Game is sponsored by Midwestern University's multi-specialty clinic in Downers Grove, providing you with a great comprehensive healthcare experience. Schedule an appointment at mwclinics.com.
What's got to be particularly frustrating, Joe, for the Ottawa Senators is the fact that they rattled off 5 wins in a row coming into this game, and they beat some pretty good opponents in doing it. And they looked at this game. They had to look at this game as an opportunity to gain 2 valuable points in their quest to make the playoffs. The teams that they beat, Joe, in order: the Montreal Canadiens, they beat the Red Wings twice, the New York Rangers, and then the Columbus Blue Jackets. But bottom line is they won 5 in a row and scored at least 5 goals in each one of those games.
Well, and none of them are going to publicly say it. I mean, DJ Smith had the right message earlier today, not taking the Hawks for granted, seeing what they did against Nashville, understanding the way this roster is constructed right now, and a whole lot of guys fighting for jobs.
Sure.
Either next year, either on this team or just elsewhere in the NHL. But, man, even though Ottawa outplayed the Hawks, give credit to the Hawks for not taking their foot off the pedal, took advantage of their opportunities, showed off their speed, and really got under the skin of a good playoff team in Ottawa.
Blackhawks are on their 5th Sitco power play of the game. Adventure awaits. Fuel up first with Sitco. Gutman's got the puck in the left wing corner. Trying to give it back up the boards to Reichel. Shane Pinto is there to get the puck and slot it down ice into the Hawk end. Caleb Jones from behind the Hawk net carries out. Moves it to Gutman center ice. Had it knocked off his stick. Puck taken back by Stützle. And the Ottawa center will clear it down ice into the Hawk zone. Stalock stops the puck to the left of the net for Caleb Jones. He'll race to center. Got it to Gutman over the Ottawa line down the right wing. Put it down to the corner. Puck rolls free behind the net to the near corner. And it's cleared to center ice by Hamonic. Back to get the puck, Hawk line, Connor Murphy. To Mackenzie Entwistle. He took the puck into the Ottawa zone before Reichel could clear. Puts the Hawks offside. 3:47 now left in the period, in the game. And 5-0 Hawks, and still 6 seconds left on the minor penalty that Gauthier is serving.
Well, it is a really great night for Alex Stalock. I know we've been talking about him a lot, but rightly so. You know, his first game back since that second stint on injured reserve. It was a rough game against Arizona, and obviously so much on the Hawks' minds that day as the Patrick Kane trade had become official. But just a night where it really wasn't even about the game, but in his first real return, now here tonight, he has done wonders in between the Blackhawks' pipes in this game.
Kara dumps the puck from center ice into the right wing corner Ottawa zone. Picked up by DeBrincat beside the net. He put it around up the right wing, Batherson. Head to Chychrun at center ice over the Hawk line on the left wing. To Pinto left wing corner. To Batherson back in the net. Coughed up the puck to Jared Tenorti. Tenorti will carry out up the near side. Fire it ahead up the left wing at center ice. Kachuk. He deflects the puck down into the Ottawa zone. Jacob Chychrun back to get it. Chychrun flipped it over to Artem Zub, right wing Ottawa blue line. Passing up the left wing for Gauthier into the Hawk zone. This bounces off his stick. Tenorti whacks it across the rink, but not out of the zone. Zub down the right wing. To Gauthier, to Gambrell, firing from the slot. That deflected over to the far boards. Mackenzie Entwistle will clear the puck down ice into the Ottawa end.
Well, we won't utter the phrase, I learned my lesson the last time, but you can tell the Blackhawks are keeping in mind the score right now and trying to give Alex Stalock what he rightly deserves.
Absolutely. Gambrell. Now behind the net, far corner, Brandstrom firing it down to the Hawk line. Taken by Seth Jones to his brother Caleb over the Ottawa line. He fires from the left point, and a stick and glove save made by Sogard. He'll hold the puck. 2:18 left in the game. It's the Hawks 5 and the Senators no score. What happens when the Hawks don't allow a goal? Well, we'll tell you about that if the score remains right after we take this break. This is Blackhawks hockey on 720 WGN.
There are some days that just fly by, and it's lunchtime before I know it. That's when I book it to McDonald's. Right now, I can get a delicious bundle for $3.29, like a tasty daily double with 2 beef patties and fresh lettuce and tomato, or choose a hot and spicy McChicken or McDouble, and pair anyone with crispy, fluffy, small fries. It's easy. It's so good. And it's a whole meal for $3.29. That's what makes it McDonald's. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal.
Attention. Truly Punch Hard Seltzer contains alcohol. We know. It tastes so good you might forget. But please don't, especially during your Zoom calls. Truly Punch, our biggest flavor yet. Hard Seltzer Beverage Company, Boston, Mass.
Jimmy D's District at 1718 West Northwest Highway is one of Arlington Heights' premier establishments. Watch a game and enjoy Jimmy D's signature Grecian sausage, jumbo wings, and pizzas. Live music on the weekends and a Sunday brunch menu which includes pancakes, banana bread, and bottomless mimosas.
Take the ice with a no-sweat first bet on FanDuel, America's #1 sportsbook. New customers get up to $1,000 back in free bets if your first bet doesn't win. Play your way with everything from the money line to point spreads to player props. Make every moment more with FanDuel, an official partner of the Chicago Blackhawks. 21 and older and present in Illinois. First online real money wager only. Refund issued as non-withdrawable free bets that expire in 14 days. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Bringing you Chicago's news daily, The Lisa Dent Show. Weekdays starting at 2. Now back to the game.
Hawks lead 5-0 over the Ottawa Senators. 2:18 left in regulation. 35 saves for Alex Stalock tonight. And he is in search of his second certain statistic of the season.
That we never talk about when the score is that way. It's taboo. It's bad luck, and we're just not going to do it.
We're making zero mistakes up here.
That's exactly right, Joe. Well put. Well put. The listeners all know what we're talking about. Caleb Jones, Hawk blue line, left wing. Put a pass ahead now to Jujhar Khaira, center ice, in front of the penalty boxes to Joey Anderson, one of the new Hawks. He put it down to the left wing corner, Ottawa zone. Shabbat steers it behind his net. Pinto to the puck there. Put it back up the far boards. Anderson's got it, top of the right circle. He'll just flip it down to the corner and in behind the Ottawa net where Kachuk and Shabbat battle. Shabbat moves the puck over to Pinto. He'll lift it clear to center ice. Caleb Jones then sends it across the rink. And backing up with the puck is Nikita Zaitsev. And the Russian-born defenseman will stop with the puck behind the Hawk net. Passing up the left wing, Jason Dickinson, center ice. Dickinson over the Ottawa line on the left wing, tried to fight through a check, could not. Here's Sanderson, head to Chikrin through center ice over the Hawk line. Tried to send it down toward the net, deflects away to the left wing boards. Gauthier there, put it around behind the net. Gambrell in the near corner. You get the announcement for 1 minute left in regulation. Now Entwistle intercepts the pass, carries to center ice over the Ottawa line on the left wing. Sends the puck down to the corner. Sanderson got it there, spins it behind the net. Chikrin there for Ottawa. Head to center ice to Matthew Joseph. He flips the puck into the Hawk zone. Murphy took it away. Whips it to center ice. Entwistle sends it back into the Hawk zone. Seth Jones over to Connor Murphy. He'll flip it ahead on the right wing side and down in behind the Ottawa net. Brandstrom back to get it there. Brandstrom leaving the puck behind the Ottawa net to Hamonic. Driving it around up the right wing side. Off the stick of Batherson and down. 20 seconds left in regulation. 5-0 Hawks. Seth Jones behind the net to Murphy, far corner. Put it up the right side. Anderson deflects it down to the Ottawa line with 10 seconds left. The crowd on its feet here at the United Center in anticipation of something we don't often see. Puck shot all the way down by Hamonic with 3 seconds. 2, 1. And tonight, only the Almighty has saved more than Alex Stalock. A shutout for Alex Stalock, stopping all 35 Ottawa Senators shots as the Blackhawks beat Ottawa 5-0 and sweep the season series over the Senators. What a night for the Hawks.
And this Blackhawks victory is sponsored by VictoryAutoWreckers.com. Victory Auto Wreckers, that old car is worth money. You know who else is worth money? Alex Stalock, 35 saves tonight. He helps the Hawks sweep the Ottawa Senators in the season series. Big smile on the face of fellow goaltender Peter Mrazek. And a salute to the fans, well-deserved here tonight at the United Center, as the Hawks now go 16-2-1 in their last 19 games against the Ottawa Senators.
How about it? Stalock with his second shutout of the season, his 11th career shutout. And the boys did their part as well, Joe. A lot of block shots. A lot of guys taking the body, taking the man, positioning themselves correctly so the Senators couldn't get great shots. They did get a lot, you said, 35 for sure. No question about that. But Stalock was equal to every one of them.
This was a team-friendly victory. I mean, we saw some great support from Seth Jones, from Caleb Jones.
3 stars of the game. The number 3 star of the game from the Blackhawks with 3 assists. Number 24, Anders Bjork.
Good to see this young man contribute. He ties a career high with 3 assists in this game. Anders Bjork playing in only his second Blackhawks game.
Nicely done. Number 2 star of the game from the Blackhawks with 2 goals. Number 4, Seth Jones.
Matching a career high himself in goals. Seth Jones with a pair. Everybody thought he was going to get 3, but that'll have to wait for another night. Second star of the game.
And the number 1 star of the game from the Blackhawks, making 35
Get out
saves
here.
for his second shutout of the season. Number 32, Alex Stalock.
And one of the best chirpers in the National Hockey League, Alex Stalock, down at ice level with Kaylee Chelios. Let's listen in.
To the Blackhawks bench, where Kaylee Chelios is with tonight's number 1 star of the game, Alex Stalock.
Alex, the Ottawa Senators, one of the hottest teams in the National Hockey League right now. Perfect on the penalty kill. What was working so well for you guys tonight?
I think you nailed it. The 5-on-3 in the second period was a huge momentum swing for us. And then we got timely goals. We scored on our chances. We played the type of hockey we want to play. We wanted to get the puck north and play offense. And our skill took over. And we outscored a team that scores a lot of goals tonight. So that's fun to watch.
A lot of emotion out there. We saw you get after it with Brady Tkachuk. Can you take us just through the chippiness and what was going on between the two of you towards the end of that game?
It's a competitive game, and I think you get competitive guys on the ice. And what's said on the ice, sometimes guys get fired up back and forth. It goes both ways, and so happened to be a little bit more physical tonight.
Alex, it's been a journey for you to get back to where you are right now. Just how do you feel playing some of your best hockey? That had to be one of your best performances so far of the season for you.
Oh, it's been great. The day I walked into the Blackhawks organization, you get treated first class. We got a great group in that locker room, and it's a group that likes to have fun, and that's the most important thing in hockey.
You're all starting to get to know each other again. You lose some key pieces at the trade deadline. What does it say about this group and the coaching staff to put up a shutout performance in front of a home crowd at this point in the season?
It's a lot about the group in front of me. We went down to 5D early, and then we get a defenseman in the box. We go down to 4D for 5 minutes, and it's a gutty effort from our group, but you love to see it.
Congratulations, Alex.
Thank you.
All right, nicely done by our colleague Kaylee Chelios with the number one star, Alex Stalock. It was a good night here at the United Center. The Hawks 5, the Senators no score is the final score, and Alex Stalock stopped them all. We'll be back after this break. This is Blackhawks hockey on 720 WGN.
Come on, boys, beat Ottawa. Hey, hockey fans, when you hear Ottawa over and over in tonight's broadcast, I want you to think of Ottawa, Illinois. It's a fun, friendly, charming destination, a short drive west of Chicago. They've got fantastic dining, amazing breweries. Ottawa's surrounded by open spaces, rivers and trails, ideal for hiking and biking and boating and more. Let's score some goals tonight, beat Ottawa, and then plan a trip to Ottawa, Illinois. Visit pickusottawail.com. Ottawa, Illinois, the middle of everywhere.
Your heart. You'd never think to purposely stop it from pumping. I'm Tara. And when my team at Northwestern Medicine discovered a deadly malformation in my brain, my cardiologist and neurosurgeon said the only way to treat it was by stopping my heart. And that's exactly what they did. 12 times.
Anchored by Northwestern Memorial Hospital, ranked top 10 in the nation for neurosurgery by U.S. News and World Report, Tara's unique condition required a unique team. Collaborating like never before, her team temporarily stopped Tara's blood flow, allowing the catheter to more easily travel through her veins to reach and obliterate the brain malformation.
Stopping my heart saved my life. You don't hear that every day.
Because what makes us better makes you better. Northwestern Medicine. Learn more at nm.org/better.
Hey Hawks fans, this is Seth Jones. Let's get back to the action on 720 WGN Radio.
Now back to the game.
He had a pair of goals tonight in the Blackhawks victory. And by the way, this victory started off with a goal from Philip Kurashev at 16:23 of the first period, Tenorti assisting. Then a pair by Seth Jones in the second. Dickinson picked up his ninth on the season in the second period, about halfway through, and then Reichel on a beautiful breakaway with a nice forehand backhand deke. 5-0 was the score at that time. The Hawks held on, and they kept the Senators at bay. The Ottawa Senators got away 35 shots on goal in this game and outshot the Hawks 35-21, but Alex Stalock stopped them all, and he made it fun for this group. Not only this group of Blackhawks players, but these fans that came down to the United Center here tonight. Alex was at his chirping best, and I know that that's going to make some of the sports talk shows around the Chicago area, maybe even nationally as well. But Alex, with a brilliant performance here tonight, stopped all 35 Ottawa shots, was named as the number one star of the game, and rightly so, as the Blackhawks win. With the win tonight, the Blackhawks improved their record to 22-36-5. This is a tough loss for Ottawa. Their record now 32-27-4. Their 5-game winning streak is over, and these two teams will meet again next year. The Blackhawks have swept the season series against the Senators. My thanks to everybody involved with the cast here tonight, starting with Joe Brand, along with our good friend Jack Heinrich back at the station, and Dan Long as well. Krista Flores led the way back at the station. She was the captain of the crew. Big thanks as well to Mike DeLeonardis, who also helped out at the station as well. Thanks to all these great Blackhawk fans who came down here to the United Center and enjoyed this wonderful victory by the Blackhawks. This one is a memorable one. This is one I probably am not going to forget for a long time because so much took place, and I just love watching Alex Stalock in goal. And so we save our final thanks of the night for Kevin Powell. Got us through Blackhawks Central pregame, through the intermissions. He's going to get you home in the Blackhawks postgame show. I've got one more person to thank, folks. Lest you forget our Hall of Fame engineer, Paul Zarang. Little fist bump from the greatest in the business. Thank you very much. Kevin Powell's got your post-game show. Final score here from the United Center. The Hawks 5, the Senators no score. From the United Center, I'm John Weideman. Thanks for tuning in. This has been Blackhawks Hockey on 720 WGN. As I said, Kevin's waiting with the post-game activities. Let's get it to him right now.
It's time for the Chicago Blackhawks postgame show on the Blackhawks Radio Network. Here's Kevin Powell.
Well, that was a fun one here at the United Center. The Blackhawks shut out the Senators 5-0. A brilliant performance from Alex Stalock, as you heard John and Joe talking about. 35 saves on the night, his second shutout of the season. The Blackhawks sweep this season series with the Ottawa Senators. And for a little bit more on this one, let's bring in John Weideman, who was on the call tonight. John, they got contributions from just about everybody tonight, and a really incredible performance from Alex Stalock.
Absolutely. And, you know, Alex has been solid in goal for this team for a long time. He's had to battle through some concussion issues that took place earlier in the season when he was run into by Casey Cizikas back in October. And the poor guy just wasn't right for a while. And he battled through that. He never gave up on the team, never gave up on his game. He did all the things he needed to do to get back into the lineup. And I tell you, he is just so much fun to know that he's going to take the net or to be the backup goaltender and just to chirp guys from the bench. I mean, some guys just can't chirp people. They try, and then they look like idiots. But Alex has got it down to a science. So good on him, but he is also a sensational goaltender some nights, and tonight he was, stopping all 35 for a big win.
And John, just coming in here to our post-game studio, Andreas Athanasiou joining us following the Blackhawks 5-0 win. A couple of assists tonight. Full team effort tonight. And your goaltender was fantastic, his second shutout of the season. But all things considered, the Senators came to town, 5 straight wins, clawing their way back into the playoffs. You guys were sellers at the deadline, and you put that performance together. That was impressive tonight.
Top to bottom, I think we just played good for a full 60, and we made a lot of right plays.